Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another
We're gonna
session
play Dungeons and Dragons!
of our Aegis
Okay.
campaign with the entertainment. Uh, like always, uh, would someone like to give us a recap of last session for a point of inspiration?
Hello, I am full up on inspiration, but I can give us a recap. And if I can give the inspiration to someone else, I can do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rad. Okay, this was 33 by my count, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we kind of started in initiative because we'd just been spotted by some bearded devils. And so we had a big fight about that. There was a note that I made about how Flower was mind-bogglingly first in the initiative, and mostly did Eldritch Blast because I mean, she was mostly fighting from range. But her blast didn't push things back anymore, which was interesting. Um, we took down the first one pretty fast with like focusing fire and fire bolts and sea bolts and Toll the Dead and stuff. But our melee people and also Priya went kind of up forward pretty fast. And that was okay for a minute, but we kind of ended up getting a little bit bottlenecked. Um, and so like Wake originally had cast like Call Lightning and hit a bunch of people at once, which was rad. Um, we kind of spread out. Priya went up kind of close and got bottlenecked and went unconscious from some Hellhound fire. Um, and Flower sent Drift to help with death saves and getting out of the chains, but that wasn't necessary because Wake used Meld into Stone to get her out of dodge, which was great because it got her like not only did it get her to safety, it also got the chains away from her, which was great. Zira brought her back up to health, and Priya kind of like got to get a couple more hits off, but then also got chained up like again. I
Yep.
think really like in that same round. Meanwhile, Rhodes got crit by one of the bearded devils, but avoided it with inspo. Um, and one of the other bearded devils we noticed like ran away, unclear why, but probably to get reinforcements or something like that. Thrym cast a bunch of firebolts, but these were demons, and so the dudes were immune to fire. And Thrym cursed about that he mostly preps fire spells and is probably gonna do something different later. Priya popped back up and crit the chain devil with shocking grasp. Chain devils are like she had advantage on that because they're all wrapped up in metal, which is nice. But then another devil didn't quite take Priya down, but she was looking real rough. It was like hard for her to be up at the front of the fight, and she was restrained again by the chains. But Drift helped her get out of that. Um, and let's see, Zira hit everybody with mass cure wounds. That was really useful. And then right about the point that Rhodes got enlarged cast on himself for the first time, which also ruled. He's heard in his head that from one of the bearded devils that the Ninth Blade of Vesperath wants to talk to us and wants to like parlay with us. So we were really like we were kind of suspicious about that, but we did put our weapons away, and kind of like followed the bearded devils, like became statue like, and Flower was like lol and tried to mess with them. Sent Drift to annoy them. They didn't move, but that was in the way that you kind of try to make those guards in England like move.
Yeah.
Same vibe. um we entered the chamber, and there was a whole ass like arm of the Shadow Throne. It wasn't just a shard like we saw before. It was like a whole arm of that thing. And Flower sent Drift to help Rhodes all the time, so he didn't go all Gollum on it immediately. We showed up, and we were kind of like ready to fight the Uranus, who introduced herself as Morgwyn. But we ended up parlaying with her, and she kind of like revealed to us that basically her boss from the first layer of Avernus had tasked her to come and like protect this part of the throne because the Hells were honoring some mysterious deal, um, that would keep the throne from being restored. Because if the throne were restored and anyone was to sit on it, they would have power over all undead, which makes all of the Myron stuff kind of even more sus, and uh, especially Rose's dad, even more sus because this is the thing he wants to happen. But apparently it's unclear exactly, like, the Hells have this sort of mysterious, what she said was a long-standing contract to help this not happen, which means that, like, I don't know where their actual loyalties lie, but for right now, we're okay. Um, Morgan basically gave us this deal that, like, we could destroy it if, but we would have to, like, do something for her first. So it's mutually beneficial. Um, Flower at one point was sort of like, sounds like you want us to do you a favor, and you're the only one actually benefiting from this. But like, because of how devils work, like she couldn't let us just do it for free, which, fair. So she asked us to deliver a Soulkeeper rod and a bill of sale to Vincent Giraldi, the premier of Aegis, who we've met before, because he is quote unquote delaying his payment, and needed to sign the contract and submit his soul to the Soulkeeper rod. She was really kind of coy about who this was, but we got that out of her. Flower asked how he escaped payment in the first place, and she kind of like demurred at first and was like, "Those aren't my details to reveal," but eventually kind of told us that this was like her boss's deal. Like there must have been some special circumstance. She also couldn't read us the contract beforehand, but she also was like, "Well, have it, and you happen to read it. It's like not really on me." So we kind of spent a long time. Sorry, class. Flower spent a long time like clarifying and being very persnickety over the language. I did put it in the chat. I can reread it, but it's up in the chat. But basically, we were sort of like, all right, we're going to bring this rod and this bill of sale to Vincent Graldi in Aegis. We have a month to do it, or one of our souls is forfeit. Um, and meanwhile, we get limitless opportunities to destroy the shard, and we're not going to be harmed. And we can get him to sign it by any means necessary. She seemed to think that like all we needed to really do is show up and deliver it and make him read it. But the rest of us were all kind of like more suspicious about that. Um, let's see. We also learned that if he happens to die instead of him signing it, like it's not gonna matter. But hopefully that's not what we have to do, because killing the Premier of Aegis seems like it would be a different kind of trouble for us. Um, we got a little like longsword brand on us that will presumably go away when the contract is complete, and then Wake and Moonbeam, Make and Zira combined their Moonbeam powers to kind of like absolutely wreck this pedestal arm thing, and completely reverted it to dust, which Morgwyn seemed like kind of surprised by. It seemed like she didn't think that we could do it. It seems increasingly like no one has thought to cast Moonbeam on this thing, which is interesting because it's been around for thousands of years.
Maybe they haven't had access to it. There are
Maybe
devils.
they haven't. Yeah, I guess not.
It's
But
sea light.
it is sea light.
Sea
That's true.
light.
Well, it's sea light for Wake, but it seems like it's Moonbeam for Zira. So they're similar. Um, Rhodes activated his starry form, but because he tried to purify all these like 30 pounds of dust at once, he got like a pretty high con save. He got like a 19, but it was not high enough, and it overpowered him, and it like drained a lot of his life force. And Flower freaked out and spent her last healing potion bringing him back. Um, and Morgwyn like seemed to be pretty impressed, but was sort of like, well, it's dust now. It's not a throne anymore. So I think I'm released of my contract. Bye. And
Bye.
told us that we could leave without incident. And so we ended with Thrym also asked about Myron. It's like, hey, have you ever met this guy before? And she was like, he proposed a deal that I couldn't take, but instead of killing him, he teleported away. So our next order of business, in theory, after we rest, because I think Rose is at like 3 hit points. Our next order of business is theoretically to take down Myron, and then we've got to hightail it back to Aegis so we can complete this contract.
Did we decide we were killing Myron?
No.
I think
We
that's
are
where
supposed to bring him back alive.
That right.
Yeah. So we're gonna retcon something, just minor thing, because you are about to take a long rest, but it wasn't Morgwyn that told you to leave. She left with all her minions. So you
We can
have
just stay here if we wanted to.
yes, exactly. So that is where we will pick up in the depths of Noctis Prison, where you can explore, or maybe make camp, whatever you want to do.
What am I concentrating on?
It was Moonbeam.
It
or
was
Sea
Moonbeam.
Light.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
What am I
at full
concentrating
health.
on?
Nothing.
Golem.
Sorry.
Wait, you renamed it. Okay, I love it.
What?
I renamed his golem form.
Thrall
No,
cute.
Golthram.
Goldthram. Cute.
him.
Oh, it didn't keep the. Oh well, whatever.
Oh, weird. It shows us that portrait, but
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Yeah. So, Rhodes, you're pretty low in health.
Yeah.
We should probably just make camp, shouldn't we?
Maybe we should make sure that we're safe here first. And maybe explore the treasury.
There's a treasury?
Well, we were told there would be treasure, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe even there's a few. Maybe it's been a few weeks.
Well, that's what Myron told us, but I don't know if we can really trust what he said. He just wanted us to
Right.
come down here and do his work for him.
Aye,
I
that's
think it
fair.
does warrant a search, at least.
What do you think it is? Is it this thing? She
Looks like
points
there's a
across
few
the room.
doors in here.
Oh, I see them now too.
Well,
Maybe go in
since-
groups. We shouldn't go alone.
I mean, all the demons left, so.
I'm not.
Sure.
I don't think I'm really prepared to fight something right now.
Well, so we could take a rest. Just make sure there's no creatures and then explore after.
So these are actually see-through, so I'll just go and open. I locked them because they're supposed to be like locked cells. But
Oh, they're cells.
yeah,
Yeah, just a little rest for me would be all right.
How many of
Oh.
us are there? 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, 6.
We should go in groups of 2 at the very least.
Well, are you coming then?
and this
Yes.
door up here is ajar.
It's a door.
It's a jar.
It's, it's slightly
You and I
open.
both had the same thought.
Thanks for the joke.
Can we see anything in these cells?
If you get up to it, like it's
I
got a
peek
bend.
in.
Yeah,
Follow
This one.
Zira could easily see
yeah.
down there.
everything.
It's
Every
it's just a cell. You see everything before you. It's like there's a little mini, like single person cage suspended. It's a high maximum security.
Despite everything, it appears to be a cell.
Hmm.
Looks pretty empty.
What about this one?
I'll go ahead and open it.
I knock.
Ooh.
Oh.
There's stuff in there. How do we get in?
Let's maybe make sure it's not trapped or anything.
You think it's the warden's office?
Mm. How do we
You-
make sure it's not trapped?
Are you checking
Look.
for traps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake is searching for anything that looks like a trip line or a sensor of some kind,
Okay.
anything.
Perception for a high DC or investigation for a lower DC.
Well, I'll do the one that is possible for me.
Okay. Oh, it seems fine.
16. Wake steps in.
It's
You
locked.
step in.
Oh, I guess it's not locked.
We can see in because it is open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Despite the picture looking like it, there is no body there or knife. It's just a desk.
What a strange decoration.
Is there a coffin over here?
Yes.
What's in it?
It's a paperweight, the body.
A lot of
Uh,
paper to hold down.
It is long. Well, do you open it?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like it's used for storage.
How macabre.
Sorry, give me a second. I'll tell you what's inside. So storage. You see a set of plate armor. You see like just what could have been personal effects of prisoners that stayed here. The plate armor is pretty ornate. It's got a symbol on it.
What kind
And
of symbol?
let me give me one moment. My apologies. I'm trying to find it.
You should be sorry.
From who are you talking to?
Oh, myself.
Are you
Okay.
sorry?
It
Yes.
should be, I guess.
There it is. Sorry, this is taking forever. Okay. I will put it in the chat. So yeah, we'll just put it in general. There you go. I have lots of images, but this is the symbol that you see.
Has anyone in this room seen it before?
Well, since you're not from this plane, you have
Yeah, I'm
not.
sure I have not seen
You
shit.
have not seen it, yeah.
There's a symbol over here, Thrym.
What kind of symbol?
I don't know. It's a circle with yellow and black.
Make a history check.
Oh god.
I'm sure you're very bad at that.
Yeah, I'm horrible. 15.
15. You search through the files in your mind, and it doesn't ring any bells.
Thrym's mind palace.
Is it magic? Is the armor magic?
I don't quite know.
You don't just know by looking? I thought you were Mr. Magic Armor.
Let me check it out a bit closer. I'm gonna cast Identify.
That works.
Identify, like, okay.
Are you going to use a spell slot, or are you going to take the 10 minutes to identify it?
I'll use a spell slot.
Are we waiting 10 minutes?
No, he said he'd use a spell
No.
slot.
No, I used
Oh, okay. I missed it. I thought you said you wouldn't.
because I
so
didn't
was
want
just
to wait
like,
the
So
10 minutes.
it's
okay.
okay. Oh, if it's magical. Okay. It is magical. It's got a simple enchantment, but it is plate armor, mithril.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is a
Can any
mithril
one of us
armor.
use this?
Not me.
On me.
No.
Roads!
Thrym can't use plate armor?
Nice
Is
wizard.
I thought he
Plate
can wear
is-
heavy armor because he's dwarf.
Nah, just medium.
Just
Oh,
medium.
it's probably Zira then.
Yeah. Zira could, yeah.
Yeah, Rhodes is medium only.
We will check with Zira. She looks like she wears heavy stuff.
She's looking a little vacant right now, but I'm sure when she
That's
makes up
how
her
she
mind.
usually looks, Wake.
Hey,
I mean, you're not wrong, but more so today than normal.
Well,
You're right.
since the player
I
is
mean,
not
surely
here,
she would speak up for herself, right?
since the player is not here,
Excuse me?
Hello.
I'll say she keeps her current armor until the player can check it out.
I mean, none of us can use it, so
Thrym, can you
I don't
hold
know,
on to it
it's
until
kind of
Zira can make an informed
tricky.
decision?
I know, but this is a thing. If she, there's a thing that happens.
I'll
understood.
carry it for now until we get out of here.
Sounds good. This door seems to be lockable, or
We could sleep in here.
You could barricade it, and yeah. Let's see, Wake, you were over here at this like cabinet.
I was, yes.
You were just kind of searching through it.
Uh-huh.
It's just records, old, dusty
Old
prison
vinyl records.
prison
I was
records. Of
Oh wow.
the
Clearwater
prisoners.
Credence. Credence Clearwater, that's what I meant to say.
Do you look through any of the records, or do you just leave them be?
I will look through the records. I'm going to look for
I'm a
familiar
big fan
names.
of the Beatles.
Okay. You
Light
search.
Orchestra Electronica.
They're obviously quite old, and it ends 249 years ago, when the event happened to this area. But you go through the list, and it's a pretty detailed list. It states what the prisoner name, and it's a bunch of unidentified prisoners.
Flying objects.
So I learn nothing.
And
yeah.
you get to the
Oh.
high risk prisoners, and it's a shorter list, but it's a little bit more detailed. And since you looked at the symbol, you do see the symbol that you saw on the plate armor next to a name. And it says Davian Dawn from the great city of Oriana.
Does that
Yeah.
name mean something to me?
It just, you see it next to the symbol that you see on the plate.
I collect that record.
Okay.
Well, I didn't find any Pearl Jam or Blue Oyster Cult, but I did find this.
And it says high member of the rebellion.
Oh, you're all the way over there. I paper airplane it to Thrym.
Okay.
Are those bands canonically that Wake knows of because they're sea related?
Yes.
Oh,
That's great.
Why are you so fucking
It's just
funny?
shellfish.
I'm sorry, but that chest has been looted.
no.
Yeah, it's
Ow.
you see the lock on it. It's like broken open, and there's nothing in there. It's been
Of
cleaned out.
course.
Adventurers.
Okay, so you
He is also going to knock on these. Are these armored statues here?
See if they're awake. Hello.
Yeah.
And I'm right here.
So just
Sorry,
kind of knock on
no,
them a little bit
I'm
and
sorry.
see if
yeah, they're just
there's some kind of
ornamental.
sentry.
Thrym,
Aye.
look at the record I just threw at you. Does that
Oh.
name mean anything to you?
That's the same symbol.
it?
It's
Make
Davy
another,
and
That was his
Dawn.
armor.
make another history check at advantage.
Oh shit! Now we know stuff.
Okay.
21.
21. Okay. Davian Dawn was a pretty prolific figure
Dastardly devil. Oh.
in the rebellion of Hope. He was pretty instrumental in relations or dealings with the Underdark and the Drow that were aligned with the Emperor.
Did his
and-
underlings call him Double D?
Nice.
You know this from history books, but Davian Dawn isn't really talked about in depth. That's basically, he's basically a record of what he did in the most basic form. But he was a pivotal member of the Rebellion of Hope early on in the rebellion, before he was either captured or killed.
I've heard of this guy.
Nobody knows what happened to him.
He was part of the rebellion.
So a good guy? I think.
As far as history books go, yeah.
Well, He was here, apparently.
Well, that might be his armor because it has the same symbol.
Make another history check at advantage.
Which one?
I'm assuming that's for Thrym.
Yeah.
Priya and Wake have never heard of anything.
It's
I don't
not
know
wit
which one
enough
is.
for me.
That's what
15 is good enough to know that the great city of Oriana was one of the first cities in the continent of Enderos that was completely decimated or destroyed by the Emperor. It's the city itself and all of its people.
Yikes.
And that is relevant in relation to Davian Dawn.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
That's where he's from. Gotcha.
Presumably he made it out before it was destroyed. Or wasn't there when it happened.
I would hope so. But I don't think he's alive anymore.
That was a while ago, depending on what he was. Do you know what he was?
Do I know what he was?
Like an elf or a human or...
No, that was the question to class.
The history books would say that he was blessed by the celestial bodies.
An Asmar?
That's what the history
I mean,
books say.
Priya wouldn't fucking know what that is, but...
You can glean that.
Yeah,
If
he
you
might have been
wish.
some sort of celestially blessed being.
Like, Zira?
Sure. That's probably similar.
Mm-hmm. Should we call the rest of them in here so we can take a rest?
Yeah, it looks safe enough.
The rest of you!
What?
It's safe in here.
I was thinking we were just like camping out here by the torch.
This has a lockable door.
Is it brighter in there?
It could be if we lit some fire.
Okay.
Priya will light some fire.
Come on, Flower.
Okay. Well, I'll put a little bit of light in there if you want.
Yes, please.
Boom.
Whoa.
Oh, you can see the blood on the table so much clearer.
Oh my god.
It's not there. That body isn't there.
What body?
Exactly.
Hey, come on, Flower.
Oh, look, it's Ocean's 11.
I think it might
No.
be safer back here.
No, it's not.
All right, Wake.
What?
Oh, nothing.
I guess
What did you
would
say?
know. That's a lot of oceans. I guess you would know.
Yeah, like 11 of them.
Mm.
But no Ocean's 12?
No, that was shite.
Oh. I guess we can sleep here for tonight.
Hey, that'll
Oh.
do.
All right.
I know you're pretty tired. Trying to turn all that stuff into different stuff.
Yeah. I guess I didn't. I bit off more than I could chew.
Well, now we know.
Yeah. Well, I wish you could have made it work, but
Well, you can try again tomorrow, right? But in smaller amounts?
yeah.
Not all at once, just a little bit.
Right. Yeah. He just kind of like sits down on this coffin.
Do we have any idea what time of day it might be?
Let's see. Probably closing on evening. You don't really know because it's overcast.
There's no light, yeah.
Can I think about it and make a survival check?
Yeah.
Only one of us had keen mind.
I don't know.
Oh, buddy.
I rolled a 2.
10's good enough to check your internal clock for what kind of day it was. I mean, it's what it is. It's about dusk.
I convey that.
It's
Okay.
as good a time as any to start winding down, make dinner.
Yeah. So, you make a fire, keep yourselves warm, close the door so nothing vile can get in, and you have some time to rest and recuperate. So, we can go to the screen.
An herbalism kit. I imagine that here is maybe not like. Well, I mean, maybe there's like a fire and stuff. Is this a viable place for me to like simmer a health potion?
If you have a pot, I don't see why not.
Thrym is also going to set up an alarm on the door.
Okay. Perfect. So you set up an alarm on the door. Just to
And
make sure.
Flower wants to make a health potion.
An alarm and a low country boil.
Yeehaw.
So what were you doing with your herbalism kit?
So I can use my herbalism kit, and I also have proficiency in it, which means that I can theoretically make. It says I can create antitoxin in any potion of healing.
Okay. So you've never done this before, but
I mean, when we talked about this way at the beginning of the campaign, we had talked about her having done this before in the Feywild. But I'm happy to retcon it if I can.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
Typically,
so
it kind of comes with.
It's
being
not
good at flower.
Yeah, it's not going to be a perfect potion. Not. It's just going to be a regular healing potion.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm not going for anything more than that.
That you will have to roll even with an action.
I'm happy. I don't know what kind of because I've now done this in game components you want me to have and all that stuff.
Typically the rules say that crafting a potion is half the cost.
Yes.
Of buying it.
So 25 gold.
That's chill with me.
Okay. You spend some time doing that. You also, while it's brewing, you have a contract in front of you.
Yeah, definitely gonna as soon as we're all settled. I'm happy to do. I'm happy to do the potion brewing a little bit later. But I'm gonna open this up and read it aloud.
Okay. Sounds good. Anybody else doing any busy work or tending to their things? Any conversations you'd like to have? With the door locked and alarmed, you don't have to have watches tonight. But if you'd like to,
think we're not gonna have watches in this prison.
you can certainly do so if you wish.
Fucking Myron's gonna swoop in and gank us.
So I open the floor to you. Whatever you would like to do.
Seems like Flower's gonna read that contract.
Read that contract. What does that contract say?
Okay, do you read Infernal?
Reading that shit aloud. No, I don't think I read Infernal. So maybe I don't read it aloud.
Do any of us know Infernal?
Just stares at it.
Common, Elvish, Goblin, and Sylvan.
Mm.
I'm gonna tug on Thrym's arm. Be like, hey,
Yes?
hey, you can read any language, right? We need to read this contract. We need to know what we're up against here, and I want to know all the details of this, and I can't read it.
Oh, yes.
Also,
give me a second.
That spell seems very useful.
I mean, I like being useful,
Okay.
but I can certainly teach you.
Do you
I cast comprehend languages,
Perfect. Okay.
and I'm officially out of spell slots.
Oh.
All right. Even with the comprehend languages, the contract itself is fuzzy and unreadable. I need you to make an investigation check.
It's written in
Man,
legalese.
I
yeah,
may
a
need
power
glasses.
That's easy.
17.
Okay. With a 17, you focus and you are able to fully read the words in front of you. And it's a short excerpt. There's about 3 paragraphs, some signatures at the bottom, a note below the signatures, and another sign here kind of line. From the top, it reads, "This contract is the product of Clause 5 in the Mercos contract set forth by and signed by Julian Mercos and the Lord of Avernus, General Vesperath, the Blade of Victory. Under Clause 5, any direct descendant or extension of the bloodline of Julian Mercos can seek a contract with the Lord of Avernus as long as the power sought is in the service of the people and for the good of the people of Enderos. The terms of said contract are at the purview of the Lord of Avernus." And the third paragraph states, "I, Vincent Garaldi, hereby declare my soul to the Lord of Avernus after my natural death for the purposes of the blood war. In return, I will be elevated to the position of Premier of Aegis for a duration of 30 years, and can call upon the assistance of the Lord of Avernus while I hold the position. After 30 years, I must retire from the position to make way for new leadership. Upon failure to retire after 30 years, I must submit my soul willingly within 1 year, or it will be taken from me. Signed, Vincent Garaldi, and signed, General Vesperath." The note, it says, "Note," it is a note from Morgwin. "Hello, Vincent. 4 months ago, you were supposed to be. 4 months ago was supposed to be your retirement. Now, you are now within the bounds of soul forfeiture. Submit to the forfeiture."
Yikes.
I read that out loud.
So interesting that they don't have a contract that just does it automatically.
Fae and fiends are very scary, I've learned.
I think it's going to be hard to get out of.
That also explains why it's okay if we kill him, because his soul will just immediately go, I guess.
I guess that's the automatic part.
Yeah, maybe, I guess, yeah, I suppose what we're getting in for, like, I guess he has to die now? Like, his soul has to immediately be forfeit? So I guess he'll maybe die either way. If I'm reading this correctly, but maybe not.
I don't understand why he didn't just retire.
You know, people like power.
Is it as simple as that?
People like power and they think that they can outrun contracts.
And I take it that's not easy.
No. I only know how it works in the Feywild, but everybody thinks they can outsmart the Fey.
Are you under any contracts?
Well, yeah, I'm a warlock.
Oh. Right.
The
I
name
know it's easy to forget about sometimes. But that's, I mean, my contract is how I have all of my power.
The name Julian Murkos is a highly recognizable one, and you don't need a history check to know who that was. Julian
Was he?
Murkos is the leader of the Rebellion of Hope, who later on became elected by the people to become king of Enderos. His bloodline has remained in power since that moment.
Does anyone else think it's weird that the devils seem to want to, like, it says, like, in good service of the people? Why would they care about good things?
No, I thought about that, and I was interested in that too, Priya. I think, I mean, isn't the king of Enderos kind of like bound to hell in this way? So like maybe it behooves hell to have this king that's in their debt. You know, have the people have things be for the good of the people, I guess.
I mean, based on what Myron was saying, it seems like a lot of very powerful creatures were scared of what the Shadow Emperor could become. Maybe they just don't want that to happen.
Maybe. It does say that, you know, the Morgwyn did say that they had like a long-standing contract, and that's why they didn't want the throne to be put back together. So maybe this is that contract. Maybe it's the contract with the king and his bloodline and stuff.
Could be, could be.
I still don't. I mean, what do I know? I'm a warlock, but it still seems like a kind of fragile power system to me.
I feel like you would have more uh experience in this realm than the rest of us.
Well, I mean, you know, if my patron decides that I do something that she doesn't like, or if I don't follow her instructions, or if she just feels like it, she can decide that I don't have any power anymore.
That's really scary.
It is. It makes sense that a warlock based society would be afraid of sorcerers for this very reason. I mean, I know the Shadow Sorcerer isn't great and the Throne of the Undead, like, just that's all bad. But it seems like a non powerful human could do that regardless somehow. Seems like the power is coming from the throne anyway. If it's true that you put it together and then you sit on it and then you control all undead, like you wouldn't necessarily have to be a powerful anything to do that. But it makes sense to me that a warlock would be afraid of a sorcerer, you know? Because you have power forever and no one can take it away from you.
Are you afraid of sorcerers?
I mean, I'm not afraid of you.
Well, that's good.
I'm more afraid of what my patron can do to me than I am what anyone else can do to me.
That raises a question. Why would you agree to such a contract?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Is anyone generally or me?
You, I suppose.
If you're afraid of your patron, why would you sign up, as it were?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not very good at that.
Can he have help? Because I was asking too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, this is one of those things where like I don't know if Flower would say this right away.
16.
Jesus. Because what I had before was worse.
I guess that makes sense if you're desperate.
I was a contract, or I was the bargaining chip in a contract. And so I didn't have a lot of choice about where I ended up. And asking Seneschal to protect me was really the only the first choice that I really got to make for myself.
She got you out of that dark place, right?
Yeah, I was taken to the Unseelie Court when I was born. And that place.
And those were the bad ones, right? I think I've heard
Yeah.
you say that before.
I know everybody, when I talk about the Feywild, everyone gets weird about it, and I understand. I get that. But you really don't want to be in the Unseelie Court.
Unless you're a bad person, I think.
Yeah, unless you're an Unseelie Fey, I guess. But it's really dark there. There's no light. Everyone is very mean and violent, and I don't really remember a lot of my time there. But the Seelie Court was better. That's why I don't like the dark.
Yeah.
There are reasons. People like power. That's why they ask other people for power, because if they don't have it and there's a way to get it, and the way is sometimes less than ethical people, that's a way to do it.
I still don't quite understand. I mean, sorcerers have their own magic, but so do wizards. So do I. So does Rhodes. And they can't be taken away from them. So why are they only afraid of sorcerers?
Because
Or is it
the
not that?
emperor was the sorcerer.
Right, but if anybody can learn to do magic and then twist it to evil, why is it specifically sorcerers? It's not like sorcerers are innately worse than the rest of us.
Maybe it's because they're just born with magic. You had to work for yours, right? Or were you
Aye. No, I had to train a lot.
And Priya, you could just do it one day, right?
Right. I wasn't immediately, I didn't have power when I was born. It kind of came as I grew older, but.
I think maybe that's the difference.
But she still has to practice it.
Sure. But I think a person whose power is based entirely on their relationship with somebody else, and that somebody could decide to take it away at any moment, is especially going to be afraid of a person that has the opposite relationship with their power. They're born with it, and they've always been able to do it. Maybe not always, but it's in their blood.
It seems like a pretty shallow argument to me.
Oh, I do too.
Right. I don't think Flower agrees, but I think that's the best way she can explain it.
But based on being a person like that, it seems to me that a person in that situation might be able to convince themselves of that.
I suppose, but should they just choose to be, properly tyrannical, they'd go to every wizard's court, school and say, no books allowed, or something like that.
They could do that.
They could do that.
They haven't.
They could. Maybe that's coming next. She looks at the room.
Hey,
Would you be lost without your books?
Of course. Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
I think you're right, though, Priya, that a lot of this just has to do with the Shadow Emperor was a sorcerer, and so all sorcerers must be bad.
And I mean, a lot of the sorcerers at the time they were in the employ of the Shadow Emperor.
Oh.
Is what the history books tell me.
And so were a lot of wizards.
Is it the shadow magic? Is the thought that the shadow magic in particular makes you bad? You're not a shadow sorcerer. You're just some other dragon kind of sorcerer?
I'm still not entirely certain.
Something?
Probably the dragon part.
I suddenly feel it necessary to point out that Zira is quite fond of shadows.
It's true. That's true. And she's not in trouble.
What is that shadow magic?
I mean, it's not the shadows. It's the night and the dark. Those are different.
Is it? Is that not shadow?
Maybe we have to ask her when she's more in tune with herself.
One is dark and sinister. The other is tranquil.
She's already
Risky.
got her personal tent set up. She's like snuggled in and just
Got her eye
sleeping.
mask on.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, I'm not a shadow magic person, but I mean, I don't like shadows either, but it's for a totally different reason. And I think that maybe if you are in a situation where are going to be afraid of shadows, and you're going to be afraid of the specific kind of shadow person that you blame all of your problems on, well, you're going to maybe have a pretty narrow point of view.
I reckon you're right.
Well, and there's also we met that one guy, Perseus. He had the shadow magic, but he was in charge of a whole town.
Yeah, that's true. And that was allowed. Did they know that he had shadow magic though?
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
He seemed to be acting really differently around us than around the people in the town.
Right.
You seem to be acting differently around Priya.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't bothered me since.
Thank God for that.
Which god?
Oh, you know, any.
All. I don't trust them still.
The gods?
No,
Perseus.
Perseus.
I don't trust him either. I don't think he was. I mean, the fact that we first encountered him having slaughtered some random people is not.
And those masks, like the Shadow Emperor.
And
Yeah.
like the one that your dad wore, right? Rose?
Yeah.
Do you think they might be working together?
Gosh, I hope not. I did ask him about the masks, but he didn't. He just seemed like he was a fan of it. Remember?
Just,
He just said, "Oh, I like these masks. The Emperor had some good ideas." That's what he said.
just worrying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What were the Emperor's ideas? Thrym, do you know? Other than, wanting control and stuff, being the king of the undead, like, did he have ideas?
Did he? What do I know of his motives?
His main objective was to extend the bounds of what is capable for magic and to progress beyond that, progress beyond what is capable of just normal spellcasting magic. He believed in providing more advancement into technology.
A monster.
Yeah. And well, towards the later years of his reign, he also believed that, he would provide a better life for everybody. They just needed to fall in line.
Did he have particular, like, things that did he have particular, like, ideas or beliefs about the undead, or were they just, like, his enforcers? Like, what was the relationship with the throne?
He didn't see anything wrong with the undead. It was, he used them as a tool sometimes. He had a good relationship with all undead creatures, including vampires.
A tool to, like, things, or a tool to, like, enforce his will on people, or all of the above?
A tool to enforce his will on people and to bring more allies into his way of thinking. Because vampires are naturally good at
Or
magic, at manipulating the weave.
But it's not clear, like, based on what we know about the throne, he could control all undead who sat on it. Not that they were all. It's not that they were necessarily all on his side without the throne. It's just that we know that they were with the throne because that's what the throne does.
Mm-hmm. He was very ambitious. And he liked loyalty. And anybody that was not loyal or against him and his way of thinking and his proposed way of life was swiftly dealt with prejudice. He also didn't care for the gods. He thought they were manipulative and that they restricted power. So he had kind of
he was generally against the restriction of power, seems like.
He had a distrust and distaste for any clerics or paladin. He tolerated them. And furthermore, his belief was if you could manipulate the weave naturally or could learn to manipulate the weave, you were exceptional in his eyes. You were better than everybody else.
Magical eugenics. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of good for people and the advancement of society, but at the end of the day, he was cruel and authoritarian.
It's pretty good summary of it.
God says to Throne.
So he wanted to make a good place for people, but only the people he liked.
It's like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sounds like a shitbag.
Yeah, Emperor sucks.
We can all agree on that.
Queens are much better.
That I don't know about.
I've never met a queen.
Kind of had like a queen equivalent in my family, and she was awful.
Oh?
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
The chieftain was always fine.
So chiefs are the way to go.
I guess so.
Was there ever a chiefess?
Or were they all just called chiefs?
There
There
was
can't be
chief.
a woman chief?
There could, aye.
Oh, okay.
The last chief was.
Oh. Well, it's good. Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity employer.
I mean, they were chosen. It wasn't like it wasn't a job, right? It was everyone in
That
town.
sounds like a job.
Okay, it was a job, but it wasn't a job that you apply for. Everyone in the town got together and they put who they thought ought to be the next chief when the first one passes, and then if they prove to be problematic, the town comes together and
Removes them.
selects a new one.
So there's not like a bloodline thing?
No, not at all.
Doesn't sound very smart because just because it's in your blood doesn't mean you're good at it.
It's not like the most powerful person?
No, it's the wisest, the one with the best judgment.
Huh.
Well, based on what other people think.
Right. You can't choose it yourself. That's the most important part.
What if
You
you
can't-
choose a person that doesn't want to do it?
They're
Do
the
they have to do
best.
it anyways?
They're the best ones.
Do they have to do it though?
I
They're
don't
the best
understand.
because they don't want the power, I suppose.
But if they don't want it, then they're not going to do the job, right?
Unless they have to.
Generally, if you choose someone that has good judgment and they're chosen for the job, they understand
That they
they're
have
the
to do
ones
it.
for the job.
But But that's
If they care about their family and the rest of the town, they do the job. And if they don't, we pick someone else.
Okay, so you don't force them.
No, like if it's truly like a
They're
nightmare
like,
for that
absolutely
person.
not. Yeah. Okay. That seems like a very reasonable way to do it.
Then
I
if
think it would probably work poorly with more people, but in the town of Dolach, it worked very well.
Why would
How
it
ma-
work poorly with more people?
That's a lot of people to sift through.
Oh, I see.
So how are you all supposed to know who's the wisest? Or what if someone pretends to be wise?
I mean,
Lysia doesn't tend to be wise.
they tend to get themselves in trouble, I imagine. Because they're not actually wise, they're just pretending, so they do stupid things in the guise of intelligence, and then...
What if they're wise, but they don't have everyone's best interest at heart?
That comes up. That's when the town gets together and chooses someone else.
Kills them.
No.
Do
Just
you choose another person and then they just say, okay, well, you said no.
they can
so-
either accept they're retiring or they can be
Or-
exiled.
Wow.
I like the lock.
That's not how it works with the queen at all. That's fascinating.
I mean, I think if you give someone too much power, there's no way they won't become a little just changed by it.
Yeah.
How many people live in Dolach?
Just over 100, I think.
Oh.
Oh.
How long has it been around to only have so few people? My family was over 100 people.
Dolach's been around for centuries.
How do they make sure it stays around that number?
People come and go. It's not a set number. We don't have to change the sign. Just some stay, some go, some families relocate, some arrive and choose to settle.
I don't know why you'd leave. It seems like it works very well.
Well, Wake left.
Well,
It's right
you
here.
need to.
I chose to. It's part of my... If I might find a better life out here, I don't know what I'm going to find. That's part of the pilgrimage.
So you
It's part
don't
of
have
why.
to go back,
I don't have to, no.
but you want to.
I would like to see, my family again. But I might just go back to visit. I might go back to stay. I might become the next Archstrut. Not likely. Fuck.
Random question. Do they take outsiders?
Aye. If you don't mind breathing underwater, that's the big problem, is outsiders
But
can't
if you
always
could, it's still
survive.
the problem.
Aye. I mean, there's sea elves, there's Genasi like myself, there's not water elemental people,
Okay. Good to know.
people with fish for heads. There's a
Oh.
couple of those.
Just the head?
Aye. Oh, also merfolk.
Okay.
Do you ever get visitors that don't breathe underwater?
Briefly.
I probably don't last very long.
I mean more like, they do it.
Some people come to study the pedestal and ask questions about the Leviathan and such, and
The pedestal?
yeah.
What's that?
That's the whole
It's-
thing he's... Here?
So that town of Dolach is built around this giant stone pedestal with these great massive tiers in it, and each tier, I mean TEAR, are these huge stones, and they're magically powerful, and it's our job in Dolach to protect them, which is why the town exists. There's legends of heroes that built it and keep it safe.
Save from what?
Everything, anything.
Could it be used,
Aboleth.
like, they could be used for bad?
What's it do?
I don't know. I don't know
Oh.
what they do. I know they're powerful. The legends say that should one drink a tear, they would gain so much strength and power that could change the shapes of the oceans across multiple worlds.
Wow.
That's bad.
That's not good.
No, we keep
No
them
one
there.
should have that much power.
That's
Yeah, even the Fey Queen probably doesn't have that much power.
well, it's not like a power that we can touch or take, right? Like they're set into the pedestal. I wouldn't
Sure.
I
But you
wouldn't
wouldn't really have
know how to.
to get it.
I mean, you can touch them. They'll get mad at you, but you can, and they're a little warm to the touch.
Can you drink it?
I don't know. It's a rock.
Not a liquid. Yeah.
That's the legend's confusing, all right? I didn't make it. I'm just repeating it.
Job though. Sounds like.
It's tradition, and I mean, the Tears of Aelor have been there for millennia, ever since Dolok started. I know there's 7 of them, and they're all around the pedestal, and you can see them from quite a distance. They kind of glow with an orange light. It's kind of like a sunset all the time.
Oh,
now that I know what a sunset is,
beautiful.
I thought it was just pretty before. If you've ever heard the legends of Nora Evermist, and Dolok's like looking around at everybody.
Dolok?
Dolok. Yeah, the city is suddenly looking. Wake is looking around at everybody.
No.
Can I know? I like stories. Can I roll a history or something about this?
Uh,
The story,
How obscure.
please.
Let
You
the
are
girl
not
roll.
allowed.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Let Emily roll.
I have a +2. I rolled a 4. I don't know anything.
Just blank
Are you gonna
stares
make
at
something
you,
up?
No, I don't know. Tell a story. Tell a story, please. Please tell a story.
Nora Evermist is sung of in every corner of Dolok. Her eyes captured the vastness of the sea, and her hair the beauty of the waves. She had the strength to tear a ship in two with her bare hands, but the compassion of the gods themselves. She would say, to sip of the oceans, a hero is needed. To drink of the sea, desperation is heeded. To open the tear, the song of the waters be sung. Clear to clear, murk to murk. Of darkness, your heart will be wrung. I've heard that every day of my life back in Dolok, and the secret to the tear is in there, but I don't know what it means.
That's beautiful.
A real
Can you write
riddle.
it down for me? Can you write it down for me, and I'll try to solve it like riddle?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do better than everyone in Dolok for the last few millennia, but yeah, sure. And
I don't think it's just a fun.
She's
I
an
like
outside
puzzles.
perspective.
Flowers never had a
Wake
crack
writes
at
it. Wake is just nodding and writing it down as he's. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
If you give a Fae a riddle.
I would love to read a children's book called that.
What I do know is a tear can't be drunk unless Aelor allows it.
So
That's-
why do you need to protect it if she's vetting people?
Who? Aelor?
Who's Aelor?
The god. Aelor.
Well, see?
Okay.
If the god prevents people from drinking it unless they approve, then no bad person will get it.
Because the legends say gods sometimes make strange decisions or people do things against God's will
Right, so
all the time.
what if that god approved, and you stop them? Like, so
Because
whose
that's the
judgment is better?
duty. That's the duty of Dolok. It's why my family's lived there for generations.
It's to prevent the will of that god?
It's to prevent people from crossing the will of that god.
I didn't have to think about anything like that when I was living in the plane of air.
About it this way. I think I get it. So the Bright Queen is really powerful and more powerful than any other Fae except for the Unseelie Queen. But she still has a Bright Guard whose job it is to keep people away from her so she doesn't get assassinated.
But how could she be assassinated if she's so powerful?
Well, she is so powerful, but even powerful people have.
Is it just for show?
No, maybe. Honestly, maybe. But even powerful people have contingencies. I imagine it's the same with the gods. Maybe the gods' will is being worked through Wake and his family.
Well, look, whatever Aelar's will is, and whether it's defended or not, there is one thing that's been troubling me ever since, well, I started with the Aegis chapter.
What's that?
Do you all remember when we were at that show and we saw a vision of the Shadow Emperor and he had like a stone on a staff? Do you remember that? The stone looked weird and shining, but it looked like a tear, but it looked wrong.
Aye?
It was like an inverted one.
Yeah. It stood
Like
out as weird.
Like a corrupted tear?
Like,
It looked exactly like a tear of Aelar, but if you looked at it through, like, if the colors were opposite what they're supposed to be.
but your guardian or the tiers are guarded. Is there one missing, or maybe your number isn't correct, and
There's always
an extra one?
There's always been 7, as far as I know. I don't know if they're supposed to be more or less. There's always been 7 in the pedestal. That's what the stories have always said. But if
There
he's,
might be an unaccounted for one.
that's what I'm scared of.
What would you have to do? Get out.
I'd find his old shitty staff, I guess, and see if there's still
A tier in it?
a corrupted tear of Aelar on it.
Well,
Possible that it was here and then it was returned to the staff? Or
I feel like they'd have a story about that, wouldn't they?
If a tear was missing from the pedestal, everyone in the town would know.
maybe we can do some research when we get back to Aegis on the Emperor's staff.
Maybe.
What if yours isn't the only pedestal? I mean,
I haven't heard of another one, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. I haven't heard of a lot of things.
maybe there's just not, maybe there's a different pedestal in another plane, for example. I mean, I don't know how it works. I don't really know how anything works, but in the Seelie, at least in the Feywild, there's usually 2 of everything. There's the Seelie version and the Unseelie version.
Well, what I do know is the legend says the pedestal and the 7 tiers are they're responsible for the bounty of food and still water around Doloch. So if there is another pedestal, they might have that same benefit in wherever it is.
True. Or maybe they have the opposite of that benefit.
Oh,
If
like
it's an
more
tier.
inverted tiers.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking like this is the reflection of that, right? So it's kind of like here, right? Here in the shadow of Dominus, nothing grows. So maybe it's not. I'm not saying it's the shadow of Dominus, but like if there's a place somewhere where it's the opposite of all the benefits that you get from your tiers, because it's like anti-tiers or something, unseelie tiers.
If there are anti-tiers, that means that they have their own legendary heroes, like the Wave Riders for Doloch. They'd have something else that will be protecting it, and I don't want to cross them.
Now, we don't know if that's the case, but it seems like it would make sense if your tiers have never been disturbed, but we think that there's some sort of weird anti-tier thing happening on the staff, then maybe there just are 7 other ones somewhere.
What I'm most afraid of is one of the tiers. Maybe there was once 8. They took one and corrupted it, but no one knows, or we're made to forget. That's what I'm scared of.
That also seems terrifying.
Mhm.
I agree.
The Emperor was very powerful. Maybe he did that trick to God, like you said.
Or made people forget. I don't
The
like
good-
it.
No.
The good news is the Shadow Emperor is gone.
That's why I hate magic that changes how you think.
Hmm.
One of the reasons.
Well, so, you all. Oh, I'm assuming this is the end of the conversation now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can
Sure.
start.
Yeah. Move on to long. Are you guys taking a watch?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then.
Hey, Thrym, you should go on watch with Zira.
Then
I think
before.
she wants to talk to you.
Oh my god.
All right.
Before we get
Fuck off.
into watches, I've been battling with charging my headset, and I think my cable that charges my headset is bad, so I need to
Oh,
go.
no.
I need to go buy a new one real quick down the street.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
It's
All right.
hilarious.
We're taking a little break.
yeah. It's
Did
just
you
like-
hear any of our conversation?
Oh, I heard all of it. I'm just like I've been like back
Luckily, you
and
didn't
forth.
have to chime in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll hear it on the recording. I'm like, you'll hear my computer just yelling at me like, "This cord isn't good." Blah blah blah.
Okay.
That's very
So, no, but I heard all of your conversation. It was really good. However, we're gonna take a small break here while I go get another
you
cable.
run.
Yeah, well,
All right.
we gotta, yeah.
Okay, good
and-
luck.
Thank
Break
you,
time
thank
before
you.
watches.
All
See you
right,
soon.
pausing now, and we're back. And you have all decided to make some watches, even though you're in an enclosed space
You don't know.
with an
I guess you
alarmed
would know.
door.
You're the only one who knows.
I just want you to go to sleep so I can mess with you.
How dare you
fucking
mock
monster.
us for caution?
No,
You
I'm good.
monster.
That's totally fine. More chances for conversation. Which, by the way, is first watch. It looks like Wake and Priya are watching together. So, give me a perception check, either
I'll give you help.
separately or
Okay.
yeah,
Sure,
exactly.
yours is better than mine.
That's a 29.
Yeah, perfect. So it's pretty quiet. But with a 29, you do notice that a member of your group is wide awake.
Is it
Which? Oh, I hope it's Priya sitting.
Well,
next
yeah,
to
it is.
me.
It is Priya, but you notice that while the other three have sounds of sleeping, Flower is not having those telltale signs of sleeping.
Wake like
Is she pretending to sleep or what?
No, I was thinking that she is like kind of found a little corner where her cauldron is, whatever it is that she needs to make this thing, this healing potion. She's simmering and she's, not paying particular attention to y'all, but she is sitting up by it. She never actually went to sleep.
You planning on being up all night, Flower?
Yep.
Why?
Was up all night last night too.
why?
Are you okay?
Yeah. After the thing happened with Rhodes, I can't do any healing stuff, but I talked to Seneschal and she said that I could be more vigilant. So I don't sleep anymore.
Are
At
you,
all?
Do you feel okay? Like, is it painful?
No, I'm fine.
Inside check.
I promise I won't. I promise I won't. You can talk. I'm sorry. I know it's awkward. But I'm just gonna be over here making my potion. You go ahead and
Well, I
talk.
rolled a natural 20. How, like, do you look okay? Are you looking sick or tired?
She looks physically fine. She
Huh.
genuinely. She doesn't look like she has any levels of exhaustion. She doesn't look like there were no signs during the day or yesterday that her magic is behaving any differently or that she's. I mean, she's been behaving like her magic is more obviously violent when she's fighting, but
Mhm.
outside of that, there is no physical change.
And I would assume that this is probably the new Warlock invocation to stay awake forever and ever, but
Uh,
Priya doesn't know that.
yeah, that is indeed what it is. Out over the table, that's what it is. But yeah.
Well, a natural 20 puts Priya at ease. She's like, okay, magic's weird, sure,
Magic,
if you're
yeah,
okay with that.
Uh-huh.
If you decide you need some rest,
Would it make you feel better if I closed my eyes?
No, you don't need to be performative. Just you know your situation better than I do, so I'm gonna trust you with it.
Okay. I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. I'm just gonna be right here making my potion.
Right. So, how are you doing, Wake?
Oh, stellar.
I wanted to thank you for saving me multiple times today.
You don't have to thank me for that.
I really feel like I should.
I have noticed you've adopted a particularly reckless method of fighting.
I think I'm still trying to figure out where my magic is best suited. I don't know if
You,
it's the front line, is what I'm gathering.
I don't think it is. You can do a remarkable amount of damage. But you keep getting up too close where they can do the damage back to you as well.
All right. I understand that. And bear with me while I figure it out, and I'm sorry for extra resources.
I have learned and prepared these magics just for these situations.
Just for me specifically.
Apparently. I don't know what I'm going to
Can you
use the
say
magic
no?
for. No, I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh.
I learned these magics to protect and help others. If that turns out to be you, well, that's fine. I don't care who it is that I'm helping. And I do like getting you out of the tough spots. But it is for the
I'm
best
lucky,
that
then.
you stop getting into them. Right?
Yep. Yes, I will figure that out.
Well, I have found that my wild shapes can be very effective at keeping the bad guys where we want them and hitting them many times with sharp claws. It's difficult to communicate with everyone else when I'm an animal. And that has been frustrating in a number of ways. Do you know maybe like a way to speak telepathically, like we've heard? Like, do you think I could learn that?
I don't know for certain, but I could try, and maybe also we could do some research, but not really my strong point. My powers just happen, and I have to figure out how they work in the moment. I don't really plan for them.
Right. It's something I'm going to have to explore. I wanted to ask you, though, as we were talking about Doloch and the old legends and all that, I remember you said, I mean, you told me a few things about where you were from and that you wanted vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not have any happy memories of
course
home?
I do. I really haven't come up because the vengeance thing kind of takes center stage. I was very close to my mother.
What was her name?
You dick. Now I have to open my notes. I was very close to my mother, whose name I don't remember. 4 seconds.
Damn.
Don't judge me.
I thought you had it ready to rock. I'm sorry.
No, that would make sense. Oh, okay. Her name was Juno.
Well,
She was just an air genasi, just a regular air genasi.
just. Why just?
Well, it was because there was nothing remarkable about her. I mean, I thought she was a remarkable person, but not the kind of remarkable that bothered my grandmother, like I was.
I don't think what someone is what makes them remarkable. It's what they do, who they are.
And I agree with you, but that's not what everybody thinks. That's not what everybody believes. And the way I
Everybody I
turned
care
out,
about does.
the way I turned out was kind of an insult to my grandmother. So that's why
The
we
treatment.
didn't get along. Yes. I mean, she owned all of us. But she wasn't a bad... It sounds stupid to say. She wasn't a bad owner. Even though it feels like there shouldn't be any kind of person like that. But she was generally neutral at best. Even kind if she liked you. But turns out if she doesn't like you, it's a problem.
It didn't have to be, but it was.
Right.
I see. I imagine that was, well, hell.
It was, like I said, my powers didn't develop until I got a little older, like around 13. And when my mother noticed I was showing these signs of being different, she kept me out of sight from most people until then the horns came in, and then it wasn't really possible to pretend there was nothing different about me.
Did they just sprout one day, or did they come in slowly?
Slowly. So we could, style my hair to keep them under cover, but,
Did it hurt?
not particularly. Maybe sore, like when you're getting taller.
They are significant horns. I don't...
Well, now they are. They kind of
Well-
came in quite quickly all at once when I was a later teenager, and that's about the time my grandmother noticed there was something different about me. I told you there was like 100 people in my family.
That blows my mind, by the way.
Well, she had many children, and her children had many children. So we all just kind of, she probably has 50 plus grandchildren. And I'm guarantee she doesn't know most of their names. They just live in her house, and
They were family, but she didn't know their names?
they're not... If you can't fly in the airplane, you're not a person.
That feels so gross. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying that's how it was.
Well, one day, as promised, you will fly. Whether it's in the airplane or not is kind of up to you.
It's not going to be. I don't want to go back because of the way they choose. The way it is there is obviously terrible, and I'm not allowed back there anyways. I mean,
Well-
even if I succeed and I kill her, I don't want to stay there.
You were asking about visitors to the waterplane. Did you want to see Doloch?
Yes, I do.
The good news is, everywhere is like you're flying.
So everyone's equal.
And there's a lot to see.
If you don't mind me showing up, I would like to see it.
I mean, I have to be allowed to go back first, so I have to,
Right.
accomplish some things, but I'd love to show you the coral terraces, and it's pretty. Suddenly, the orchestra
can
just
go.
died. I'd love to show it to you.
And I heard my father was living there these days, so...
Right. I can't believe that slipped my memory.
It's okay, it was a few weeks ago.
My father's still there as well.
Probably know
You
him
know-
better than I know mine.
Probably. Though, his name's Surf. And my mother was Delta.
Were they nice people?
Oh, aye. They could handle a curious and rambunctious little idiot like myself. They have to be nice. I don't think they ever truly forgave me for Squall, but
You know that wasn't your fault.
it kind of was.
I think it was as much your fault as me being. She kind of gestures to her horns. Me being like this is.
No, I knew I should not have gone down to the Dolokite undergroves. I knew I should not have gone into the coves, and I knew it was dangerous. And I put everyone at risk when I did. So, it's kind of my fault.
He'll get up from where she was sitting and sit down next to you and just kind of lean her head on your shoulder.
But no mistakes like that now. Can't let that happen. I got all of you to look out for.
You're doing a good job. Haven't died yet.
Did you
If
actually? Did you actually tell Wake where the information where
I think so.
he was?
Zephyr or something.
I don't. I think he was in the fight when that was passed down to you.
He was in a fight.
Yeah, with
Oh, he was
There
fighting
was-
that. Yeah.
There was a moment earlier where Priya told Wake this dragon was her father.
yeah.
And he had heard of him.
Yes.
I'd heard of the dragon, yeah.
But she recently found out where he was. Can you tell me again what that place is called, Klaus?
In the Zephyr Silt Trench.
She will say that specifically to Wake. Do you even know where that is?
Do I know where that
Ocean's
is?
a big place.
You do. It's about 35 leagues away from Dolok. It
I don't know
is.
how far that is.
It is treacherous. It is a trench where the
Treacherous.
water, where the water reaches like the current reaches speeds of 150 miles per hour.
Christ.
If you get stuck in there, you're not coming out easily.
Wake nods and he says, "That's some of the most treacherous waters around. It's one of the reasons why the Taters protecting Dolok is so important. It's 35 leagues away, which is maybe 100 miles away by land."
Why would it be easy to find him, you know?
I mean,
It's not
If
like
you
he
can-
knows I'm looking for him.
if you can breathe in the water, it wouldn't be hard to get there. It's just being there. That's the hard part.
Well, we'll work our way towards that goal. We can't go there yet anyway, so it's fine.
No. But if I get more powerful, I will learn how to control water, waves, and the weather. So I could try, once I'm that attuned with nature, I could try to slow it down enough that we could cross certain areas. Wake looks visibly nervous as he's speaking.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Yeah. These
Your
are the...
voice cracked just now.
Sorry. It's... That's...
Yeah.
You hear about places that are the nightmares for you when you're children, and then you find out that people you like's dads are there, and you have to go there soon.
Not soon. We don't know yet.
This is important to you. That's enough.
I just want to tell him. I don't really know what to expect, but I just want to tell him what happened to my mom. I don't know if he'll care, but he obviously liked her a little bit, right?
Obviously, enough. Though, if he never showed up again, that's almost as bad a crime.
He didn't know. It's not like my mom sent him a message.
He
don't know
had to
how he'd
have a
feel if he knew.
clue.
He
I mean, it
visited
wasn't just a two-step
for a
process.
few weeks and then he left. It's all I know. I don't know. He's old. He probably has dozens of children. I don't know if he cares about them or not, or if they're just incidental.
I'd find it hard not to care about you.
Well, you're not my dad, thankfully.
Right, that's a horrible thought.
We'll have to see. Maybe I can get in touch with him magically before we trek all the way through a treacherous trench. Treacherous.
Trench. Aye.
Treacherous.
Yeah. I need to get more powerful anyway. That's always
It's a
the
goal
story.
to work for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
see,
gonna look over
like-
his flower, like minding her business.
Emily?
Obviously, she is.
Apparently, yeah.
I'm sorry, like an actual real life message happened. What?
I asked if
Flower-
in that whole conversation if Flower was just minding her own business.
Flower's passive perception is 11, I think.
Oh, and
12.
fantastic.
Yeah, 11. It's 11.
It's probably
So,
really easy for her
like-
to tune people out.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah,
just like,
like-
huh? What?
Hmm?
Like, she was serious about like I promise I'm not gonna like
Right.
I'm over here doing my thing.
Yeah.
Just
okay. She feels fine about that.
I'm just imagining silently humming "Tiptoe Through the Tulips." Just
I think, though, we've bogarted
Mhm.
the spotlight long enough. We can
Okay.
push it to second watch.
Yeah, moving on. You wake up Rhodes for his watch as Flower's already awake, and you go to sleep.
Rose is still kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Go back to
He had a
sleep.
long
I can
day.
keep watch.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
Had a
Flower.
lot. You had a lot happen today, and I want you to be in tip-top shape because Myron is gonna be a problem.
Right. We gotta take care of that guy. Oh,
Are you feeling okay about that?
yeah. What? As long as we don't hurt him too bad. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that my dad's gonna be there somehow.
Nervous about that too.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I think you said if we don't hurt you. I mean, I thought we were gonna kill him, right?
Myron?
Isn't
No.
that the
The plan was to take him back alive. There was an alternative plan for another character to kill him, but
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right. Fair. That's right, because his dad is maybe gonna kill him. Maybe we don't know.
Not our problem.
I really don't know.
Not a problem. Not a problem at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how well it would work, but I can charm him for a little while, and we can try to tie him up or something.
Yeah. We just gotta remember to tell Thrym he can teleport, so we gotta make sure Thrym can stop him from
Ooh,
teleporting.
that's good information.
Yeah, the devil lady said he teleported away.
Well, I'll maybe talk to Thrym when he wakes up.
Okay. Well,
Go to sleep.
all right. Thank you, Flower. I was just gonna like lay back against the stone and immediately start snoring.
Can Drift help me keep watch?
Yes. Sorry, I was looking over some.
I only have
information.
+1 to my perception, y'all, but
Yeah, I'm sure Drift just goes. "Bzz."
yeah. You just run around our little camp. 17 is not terrible.
It's not terrible. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Your watch goes by without incident unless you have something you'd like to do.
How long
What's
does it
the
take her to make
buzz?
this potion?
What's that?
You were
How long does it take her to make this potion?
ridiculous.
I'll say just a few hours.
And I get 1 potion. Do you have to make any rolls for it or anything?
You have the herbalism kit. You're proficient with it, and it's just a matter of materials, which is 25 gold. So you make a potion.
Awesome. I'm gonna. I think I only have 1 right now. I have a greater healing potion, but I'll keep that one for myself.
Okay.
I'll
Remember,
I'll keep,
just mark it as it's not a perfect potion.
sure. Just this is the kind that you have to roll for at all
Yes.
times. Got
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay. And for the rest of my watch, can I read my little potions book that I got
Sure.
from that one time that we ran across that gnome?
Yeah. You may
It
do
is
so.
called Advanced Potion Making. Potions of rare to very rare quality. In parentheses.
Yes.
So I don't know. I imagine I would find out more stuff about that later, but I'll just continue to read the book and you can let me know what
Yeah.
I learn and
It'll
recipes.
have recipes for any and all materials and processes for rare to very rare potions, which you can, look up on D&D Beyond.
If I were to get a potion making book of like normal common potions, or can I just make that already because I have proficiency with my herbalism kit?
You'll need a book.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Flower studies her book, and then wakes Trim up for watch.
Okay. Thrym and Zira or awoke for third watch.
And obviously, Senji has to roleplay as both Thrym and Zero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow,
What?
this is a lot of responsibility.
Hey,
I trust your acting chops.
Flower's also here, so I wanted to ask him a question anyway.
Well, there you go.
Hey, Thrym,
Aye?
do you have an idea of how to keep this guy from teleporting away from us when we try to bring him back to, like, we're gonna try to bring him back with us alive, but if he can teleport, that's gonna be a problem. So, do you have any advice as a wizard about what we can do about that?
Ooh. I mean, it really depends on how powerful he is.
Hmm.
If he's about our level, then I reckon a counter spell would do the trick, but odds
Okay,
are if he's a powerful wizard, we won't be able to stop him, frankly. With
well,
magical means, of course.
I can do that twice. So you're saying save my spells for counterspell.
I can also counterspell.
I
Maybe
know
if
you
we
can,
do it
but we should, yeah,
together, that would be more powerful somehow.
maybe. I mean, I think maybe what we should do is just make sure that we save our counterspells in case we need them.
Yeah,
He's gonna eventually run out of steam too, right? Like he won't be able to do it anymore eventually if he runs out of juice. So
I
maybe as long as we get him back within, before he gets more juice, then we should be okay.
I mean there's also the other option.
Did of well, we shouldn't kill him. We said we weren't
No,
gonna do.
but an unconscious person can't teleport away.
Well, that's true, but my worry is that he would teleport away before he goes unconscious.
Right. Um hey.
I can
Yeah,
try
that's
to
a tough
charm.
one.
I can try to charm him for a little while, but it wouldn't be for very long.
Yeah, and it wouldn't get him back to the city. I don't
It wouldn't
think.
get him back to the city. I mean, it would. What it might do is we could like put shackles on him or something, and maybe we could make it so he can't. Do you know? Do you know any teleport spells? Do you know what it takes? Like maybe if we can bind up his hands or something, or put a sock in his mouth so he can't talk or cast things.
I reckon most of them would require some kind of verbal component. So if we can, I don't know, cover his mouth, that might do something.
Big fan of the literal put a sock in it.
Okay, well that's certainly an option that we can try to start with.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna be over here making my potion. You can keep watch, or I can help you.
All right. Zira, you can probably go back
Mhm.
asleep.
Hmm.
She's probably already
Okay.
asleep.
That was super good.
My God.
Nighty night, Grimmy.
Night, Zira.
See here? It's uncanny.
Mhm. That's good.
Thrym is probably gonna be tinkering on some stuff.
Okay. Very well. All right.
Maybe work on some designs for Wake's leg.
Okay.
His wig.
Sounds good to me. You do so. And your watch goes without incident.
And we level up, right?
No.
How about now?
I almost had him.
Yes, right now.
Nice try. Yeah!
No takesies, backsies.
Kidding.
No takesies, backsies.
So, you all awake in the
We all
depths.
awake.
It's
Yes.
just the one.
You're all wide awake.
You chose this.
I didn't mean to.
Back in the depths, Noctis prison. So, what's the plan?
We're going back to deal with Myron, right?
Aye.
Yeah.
Are we ready for that? Do we need to do anything ahead of time?
I think so.
Wait.
We were talking about ways to keep him from teleporting, and Thrym and I both have counterspell. We can try that. But ideally, if we can maybe keep him from casting in the first place, that could help.
I can shock him.
Maybe convince him is a first.
Well,
plan
then
A.
we give away that we want to take him somewhere.
I can only do this once, but I can try to charm him into, I don't know, staying still, closing his eyes, and maybe we can get the jump on him in terms of
Oh.
keeping him from casting.
I could disguise myself as the guy he's working for.
Just because Zira's not here, a cleric should have a silence spell.
Oh, that's
A
true.
cleric or this cleric?
She
Any
cleric
cleric.
Yeah.
Voice
Prepare
She can
spells.
prepare it, yeah. That's fine. She'll
I
prepare
can
it.
also hold a person.
Oh, that's true. You could do
Oh,
that.
can you use that on me?
Why?
I feel lonely.
Oh.
I mean, I
Thrym,
could
I will
hold
cut
you. It seems very aggressive. He just needs some.
Choose your next words carefully, Thrym.
All right. I don't know what you've stirred up here, Thrym, but I can cast hold person on him.
Before we move, we need to finish destroying the rest of the powder, or changing it is what I meant.
That's right.
Well, I can do it a little bit.
At a
do you
time,
want,
right?
You want to do that right now?
Well,
We should
unless we want to
maybe-
carry it with us, which I
Well,
don't
I
know
think-
is a good
Well,
idea, taking it to
oh.
Myron like that.
Thought it was in the bag.
Right?
It is in the bag. I don't know. I mean, because we have to burn resources to do that, and there's no way we're going to be able to do all of it right away unless we stay here for a couple of days. I think it would be better to just go. He's not going to expect it to all be dust and everything.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, he's expecting an armrest.
Yeah.
A lazy boy.
As far as we know, he doesn't know that we can destroy it, much less change it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fine with me. I don't know anything. It just came to mind.
Are we gonna do some sort of thing to trick him? Maybe we can say,
I could be the guy. I can't change my voice, but I could be him physically. I could scare him.
the guy?
Yeah, your dad.
Oh,
I could look at
I
like
don't-
him and be
I
like,
don't-
"Hello."
I don't think we should do that.
you
Oh.
want to? Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be him, but I just thought it might help.
Well, also, do we know that he's met him?
Oh no, he said
He
he
said-
didn't.
He said he
I don't
hadn't.
think he has, right? So I don't think that
Never
would
mind, that wouldn't work anyways.
Very strange. Put so much trust in someone he hasn't even met.
It is very
He
strange.
didn't
This is
say
why-
whether or not he has met him or not.
Oh.
He didn't. That wasn't discussed.
Oh,
I think we should be careful about that.
Maybe he's just not very smart.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Might be
he is,
hard to pull that off, though.
or maybe he is very
Oh.
desperate.
Perfect. Hi.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's you.
Like, oh my god,
Hello?
it's Zara.
Oh my god.
God.
Hey.
I've been having to play you randomly by saying OMG.
Oh my
I haven't actually made real dialogue for you.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is good. Because you're about to go see Myron again.
We're gonna beat up a guy. He cray cray.
You did have a long rest. And you have been asked to prepare silence because you know Myron is a spellcaster and silence kind of fucks that all up.
Well, and
Uh-huh.
particularly that he can teleport away if he's in danger, so we need to try and stop him from doing that.
Yep.
Right. If he can't say his spell words, he can't spell away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
Casting
that mean
spells
that
requires
you
a lot of
guys
spelling.
already prepared it for me and I just get to come in and...
No, this
You
is us
ready to
telling you
use
to
it?
do that.
Oh, damn it. You know, a girl was hoping.
Well,
Okay.
sorry.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure turning into my dad would really.
Well,
mean,
no,
it
I
might be
realize
useful.
now it's not actually useful. I just wanted to help.
Yeah. And I don't know even if we could get the look right. I don't know what he looks like nowadays.
Yeah.
I imagine he still wears the mask, but he might change his cloak, you know?
Right. Otherwise, we're just going, right? We're as prepared as we possibly can be.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Just
have a
press-
spell called Silence.
What?
In your list?
Yeah.
Maybe
Sending
Twilight
It's a
Dark
Soul's
second
has
Last
level.
Rite, Speak with the Dead, Spirit
It
Guardian,
is a
Spirit Shroud.
second level.
You need
It's a
okay, so
first
check this all the spells because you have to prepare it. You don't have
Yeah.
it prepared.
I'm there. And it says filter by source category, looking at all known spells. And oh, there it is. Okay. I wonder why it wasn't there
Hooray.
the first time. I scrolled down to S and it wasn't there. And then I scrolled down to S again and it was.
At least it was there.
Yeah.
We got there, folks.
Yeah.
All our
All right.
listeners were worried.
All of our like one listeners.
Emily, to take notes.
I
Don't
listen.
take this until the next time. Sorry.
Gannon, to take notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
you were afraid in that moment, Gannon.
Right, I was, yeah.
Even though we're already... Okay. Well, let's go.
Okay, yeah, we should get out of here. Place gives me the creeps.
It is
Then
a
we can
jail
hear
cell.
the TV a lot.
Hmm.
The TB.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tuberculosis.
Yep.
So, you make your way out of Noctis prison with the intention of heading back to the elevator towards Myron's sanctum. Are you moving without being seen or attempting to move without being seen by undead to try
It
and
might be
avoid-
wise.
That would be nice.
We're
Yeah,
trying to
that would
attract
be
as
nice.
many as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I equip my one-man band suit.
All right.
It's all bagpipes.
I will. Oh my god.
Okay. So, how are you going about avoiding undead?
I'm imagining Pass Without Trace will be involved, depending on who has it.
Yeah,
I don't have
I
it.
activate it. I'm trying to.
I mean, I have it, but I don't have it prepared. because he has it.
Use. There we go.
All right.
Yes.
Everybody make a stealth check with +10 added on.
34. Just cruise control on my broom. I'm not even watching.
18.
18.
Oh shit! I have disadvantage
Bye.
because I'm wearing half plate. I'll just roll it.
0. We got you some armor.
Possibly, maybe. We have a.
Shut up! Really?
Okay,
You're the only one in the party who can wear it.
Mine's an 18.
18,
Ah.
18, 25.
Well, mine was 18, and then you
34.
said +10, so I guess 28.
28.
Yep.
That is correct.
So
Yeah.
the lowest one is an 18. Gotcha.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Wait. Mine's 15.
Way to ruin
Oh, it is 15. Okay.
That's really
I'm not the bottom of the barrel.
All right.
another
Even
fish joke.
with a 15,
No.
you make it back
But it could be.
to that.
Class, what was that armor that we set aside for 0?
It was full plate.
Yeah, it was
Mithril
plate.
full plate.
Mithril full plate.
Yep.
And why am I the only one that can wear it?
Because you're
no one
the
else can
only
wear
one.
heavy armor.
Can you equip heavy armor?
I can equip heavy armor. Let's see.
Everybody else is
It would
medium or
be-
lower.
She can.
Go to inventory, manage inventory. Am I doing this right?
It's on the left side. Proficiencies and training. Armor, heavy armor.
Yeah.
Left
You've
side
got it.
proficiency. Oh, you guys already
She can
know.
do it, yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So then
So if we go to inventory,
manage inventory. Search
Uh-huh.
for heavy armor.
mithril full plate.
Oh,
But it
mithril.
seemed like there might be something to it. but
It's fine.
last one-
She'll be fine.
Just put it on.
Put it on.
Nothing bad'll happen, for sure.
I can't spell plate. There we go. I'm searching, but it's not coming up.
PLAYTE.
Did I spell mithril wrong?
Mithril. Mithril.
RAL.
Plato invented the plate.
So it'll be
Shall not
mithril
come.
plate.
Mithril breastplate, chainmail, chain shirt, half plate, mithril plate.
Just plate.
Add
Plate.
to chest.
Yeah.
All right, equipment added.
And then make sure you
Excellent.
put it on.
Did you put it on?
Uh-oh.
How do I know if I put it on? I added
Okay,
it to my
well,
chest.
the DM is asking you if you put on the armor, which means something's
Yes.
probably going to happen.
Yes, I put on the armor. I am now armor 20 class.
Okay. So here's what
And
happens.
you don't have disadvantage on stealth, which is great.
Here's what happens.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
You put on the plate armor, and you get the feeling that you are being watched with a very keen eye. It's not a good type of watch that you are being. It's like you're being glared at.
Can I take it off to make sure that it's the armor making me feel that way?
Yeah,
You might not be able to take that armor off.
you can take it off.
Okay. I take it off. Do I still feel like I'm being watched?
No, you feel a little bit like a pressure has been let off your shoulders.
Ew. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
I don't know. This armor is making me feel like weird. Hold on. Then I'm gonna put it back on.
Uh-huh.
Does the feeling return, or did I fix it? Was
Yeah.
it like a turn off kind of situation?
You feel seen by eyes that you do not want to be seen by.
Have you guys ever just felt like perceived?
I don't know, but it's been 40 minutes.
It takes a long time to take armor on and off.
Oh, it does? Whoops. I thought it was like a shirt.
A full plate suit that's like gauntlets and pauldrons and chest plate and leg armor. Like it takes like multiple
It's a
minutes
whole
to take an armor
ordeal.
off.
Yeah.
It's very funny though that you're just like, hold on, let me try again.
Everyone's like, oh.
You start racing back up.
Are
Like I
you
said,
ready
I just
yet?
thought it was like a shirt. Yeah, fine.
We had a reservation 30 minutes ago.
I guess
Maybe
we're
just here
late.
it takes so long to get ready.
So, okay. So you don't have any adverse effects, but while you're wearing that
Just
armor,
feel a little naked.
yeah, you feel like someone's watching you closely.
I always feel like
Somebody's
somebody's
watching me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Gotta wonder why that lady left it behind.
That's probably fine. Don't be a
Okay.
pussy.
But you feel a little bit more armored.
A lot more armored. I think that's like +3 AC.
Yeah. Okay. So, returning to Lois is 15. Yeah. It's good enough to get you unseen by the undead at this ruined old city or town by a dried up river where you know underground in that shack that you entered with Myron is the lift to go upwards into what he called his sanctum. What do you do?
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Are we doing this
No,
quietly?
I think I need to take my armor off and on again one more time.
Really? You really think that?
Do you think that'll fix
You
it?
look fine, Zero. You don't need to change.
Okay. As long as you say I look fine. Oh my gosh.
You look
Okay.
amazing.
Out of curiosity, class, I identified this armor.
Yeah. Wouldn't that say if it was
was there
cursed or not?
any more information in that you didn't want to
Nope.
talk about at the time? So
Nope.
there is
There are
no
certain things that elude an identify spell.
Right, so you didn't perceive a curse. That doesn't mean it isn't.
right there. No spell is affecting the item as far as I can tell.
As far as you are able to tell.
Yeah.
God.
Awesome.
And I
Well,
think the
Zero's-
What's wrong, Thrym? You really don't look satisfied.
Well, Zero hasn't said anything about any voices, so
She just said, "I feel perceived."
she was
But
able
we gave
to
her like
take
a
it
cursed
off.
sword, so it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, she was able
Don't
to
worry
take it
about
off
this.
under her own will, so
Mhm.
that's good.
That's
Yeah,
a good
totally
sign.
fine. Yeah.
See, I did my
Not
checks.
necessarily a bad thing.
I took it off and put it back on and
Yep,
Yeah.
Sure.
recycled it.
no problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
You
It's all
certainly
good.
did.
2 years later.
We've aged.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. As ready as I'm gonna ever be.
Okay, we'll go in quietly, right?
Right.
Is the Pass Without Trace still up?
It's still up.
It depends how. Okay, then yes.
All right.
Okay. So you move silently through the underground tunnel towards the lift where you remember it is. And with Thrym knowing how to operate the lift, you find that the lift has been is in its upward or at the top. So you would need
So
to call it down.
He's gonna know because we're calling the elevator down.
Yeah.
If you remember, though, he had to call it down as well.
Okay.
So the elevator's just the opposite position that would be convenient.
yes.
That's just how it works.
Well,
Fucking
no.
blast.
Hold. It's very possible that every time he leaves, he puts it up. Just so
Oh, so he might not even
nobody-
be home.
Yeah, so nobody can.
It'd be
get in
funny
there.
if he wasn't, then we could get into position.
That would be very convenient.
Well, let's
I
call it
mean,
down
we could set an ambush here
Maybe.
if he's not
until he
here.
comes up or down. And we don't have
Aye.
to fight him in a room where he has an advantage.
That's
So-
what I was thinking.
No, if he's. That's true. We could try.
So
He'll either
we're,
come back and we'll be down here, or he'll come down and we'll be down here.
we're truly
Aye.
intent on just attacking the guy.
are we
not
sure
trying
he's-
to talk to him.
He sounds crazy.
Well,
I'm amenable to both ideas.
Here's the thing: you don't know if he's out or in.
Right, sure. We're not talking about that,
Okay.
God.
Gotcha. I just want to reiterate that.
Did you just call him God?
Yeah, he is God, isn't he?
I guess so.
We're
Well,
talking whether we're going to beat him up immediately or if we're trying to talk to him.
Well, we're not going to kill him, so we can always talk to him after we
Right.
tie him up.
And why
or-
wouldn't he just lie to us?
Well, I don't see how that changes it either way.
Oh.
Right? He could lie to us before we beat him up or after.
Sure.
I suppose so.
Oh yeah, are you saying he'd be more willing to tell us stuff?
Yeah, if you shake him up a little bit.
But we don't. What do we want to know from him?
I don't know. I didn't
I
know
don't-
we were trying to talk to him. I thought we were just going to beat him up.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not trying to talk to him. We're trying to bring him back to his dad because that's what he's paying us for.
Right. So who cares?
Right.
Oh, you mean, I guess the other people who are thinking about talking to him are thinking maybe we could just be like, hey, your dad wants to talk to you.
Right.
But if
Uh,
he's working for
That's
an
what
evil piece of
sensible
shit,
people would say.
if he's working for an evil piece of shit, then there's no talking to him.
Well, we know the history between him and his dad. I don't think he wants to go
Yeah.
talk
I
to
haven't
his
seen
dad.
each other in like 30 years.
Yeah, after his dad beat him nearly to death.
Maybe we tell him his dad forgave him and
Wow.
Well, I don't
has
think it's
another
the
piece
father
of
that
the
needs to
throne.
forgive.
Yeah, that.
No, well, and also, so he gets there and his dad is like, not forgiving or not wanting to talk. And then we have to fight him in a city with collateral. I think we should just beat him up.
That's a pretty good point.
He should be
yeah.
secured. Yeah, I don't want to have to watch him the whole way back to make sure he's not going to try and get away. We could just
What if we
tie him
just
up.
like knock him out?
That's
Yeah,
exactly what we should do.
what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm of a mind with Priya on this.
Can
Alright.
we just? How long does
So-
sleep last?
So
Till they
we're,
wake up,
Uh,
usually.
so we're setting an ambush. I mean, I can also
so.
try to charm him first and foremost, and then we can try to make the fight easier. But
That's fine with me too. You can start, open it with a charm, and if it doesn't work, we beat him up anyways.
I mean, the problem there is that we lose our potential surprise.
We could all, everything's a
I mean,
risk.
I feel like he would know. It's up to you. Like, I can pretend, but I also think that he might think I'm the least trustworthy because I sort of was like, yes, we need to leave right away, immediately.
I just want to shock him.
Sure. I mean, we can set an ambush. That might be easier. I'm happy to do that.
Well, there we go.
Sure.
Works for me.
Hey, I guess we're camping out here for
Is there
a
like a
while.
place to set up? God?
It's pretty narrow. It's like 10 feet wide, and there's like a tight turn into around the corner into the lift. It's just a straight shot, basically.
So he either come. Well, if he came in here, we could just all blast him at once. Like, we don't really need to hide.
Yeah, there's no real place to hide except for like maybe around the corner where the lift is. But it's a pretty cramped space. You could probably fit 6 people around the corner, but you would all 6 of you would be there. So it's kind of like an L shape, basically, what I'm talking about.
Right. So we're all waiting for him to come around a corner and then just like
Surprise!
dogpile him.
Yeah.
All right, how long are we gonna wait here before?
I don't know.
Okay,
How many errands do you think he runs?
I don't know.
Okay.
He
So
doesn't seem to have
Can I-
an
can I make
enormous
a-
social life.
Can I make a survival check
yes.
to see if the most recent tracks going in or out of the building?
That's a good
Oh.
idea. You're smart. I like you, Wake.
That's very.
Okay. Yes, make a survival check. I was about to ask, how long do you wait?
I rolled a fucking 11. All right.
What if you had to reroll?
That would probably be helpful.
Anyone?
I don't have an
I
inspiration,
can,
so
I can give you. I did the recap. I'm fine to give you an inspiration.
Yep.
okay. I roll
Roll
again.
better.
I did a little.
Okay.
It's a 13.
13. The 13, the most recent tracks that you can see, since there is little to no foot traffic that comes down here besides what you guys made, and the most recent tracks go into the lift.
Oh, so he's home.
Well, it looks like it.
Looks
So
like he's
we
home.
wait. But we don't know how often he leaves.
No, we don't know that.
Didn't he tell us to come back to him after we went?
He did. So mayhaps we ought to play the guise of being on his side
And then we attack him.
and then jump him. Aye.
We
Yeah.
could say. We could say that we couldn't get to the place because there were too many undead.
I mean, how long do we have to keep a guys up? Before
How about this? I mean, how about this? It's the object's turned to dust, eh?
Uh-huh.
We could
Yeah.
say we found it, but it looks like this, and we hand it to him, and he's gonna look at it, and he'll be all dismayed.
Well, I don't think we should hand it
I don't either. We could give him regular dust.
to him, but I think that we should say we just found a pile of dust on the ground. What do you want us to do now? We didn't bring it back with us because it made us feel sick to touch it.
Which is true.
That's fine too.
I definitely don't think we should give him the actual dust, because who knows what he could do with it. We don't even know what it does.
I'm afraid that if he had the dust and teleported away, they could figure out how to reconstruct.
How to put it
the
back
thing.
together, yeah.
All right. Don't give it to him, but yeah.
But we can say that we fought the people and everything, and then there was just some dust.
Mhm,
There was
sure.
no.
And then we attack. What's our attack signal?
I could hold person.
Okay.
I can talk and I can try to make him afraid of us.
But if you fail, then he'll be alerted to the fact that we're dangerous.
Well, if he
Yeah.
was afraid, wouldn't he just try and get away right away?
That's true. He might teleport to get away.
He might just
if he's afraid.
teleport if he's afraid. Yeah.
Well, we want him to think we're friends, and then we
Okay, so
put up
so
a,
we
si-
can
a
try to-
silence or
I'll talk until Wake is in range to hold person. I think we shouldn't silence before then though, because he might not be able to
yeah,
hold person.
right.
Okay. We're so good at plans,
Go.
guys.
Yeah, we're so good.
I guess we're going up.
All right, let's all pile in here.
We all
Guys.
get in.
We go up.
We call the lift. We call the lift.
Are you muted?
Glass.
Did he die?
Sorry. I've been talking this whole time. I've been here the
Jesus.
whole time.
We're like, okay, hello.
Sorry about that.
This button's not working.
So, I assume Thrim calls the lift down.
Yes.
Okay. It takes a few minutes. And then you get in the lift and you go up. And it takes 10 minutes. So a total of 20 minutes, just anticipation.
Is it really far or really slow?
It's slow.
Okay.
And Zira could take off like half her armor in that time.
She better not.
So
She comes up and it's like she's completely stripped. Just for a fight.
just to let you all know, the mood image I had was just a placeholder for what you actually see.
You think I remember stuff from a while ago?
Let's see. Who is the first in the lift? Who's going to be the first one out, or the first two out?
Well, Flower wants to talk.
Not
So-
Rhodes. Rhodes is going to be in the back corner.
I think
that elevator.
it'll be Flower and Wake this time.
Freya wants to
But-
be close to the front too, so she can get some distance if she needs to go zappies out.
But
Okay.
But Thrim's always in the front. Maybe he
Definitely.
shouldn't be.
All right. I need a Zira, and we have one spot in the back, one spot in the middle, because it goes.
I'll take the middle.
Okay, so Zira in the middle, Thrim in the back.
Thrim's a backdoor man.
How large is the
apologize.
space?
Thrim's only in the
Saying
back
things.
because he thinks he's in the front.
You can only go 2 by 2.
Doesn't know which way is out in the elevator.
You can only go.
Situations.
You can only go 2 wide coming out of the lift.
Okay.
Like a Roman legion.
Okay. So, as you reach the top of the ride on this lift, you are spit out towards a set of stone stairs and a narrow corridor that opens up once and twice, and then it splits into a T, where you saw bookshelves, a multitude of books and, well, not books, but what used to be books, as they were all kind of destroyed. And
Like
this
the
is what
leather
you see.
casings. The leather casings, but all the pages have disintegrated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to preserve them.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
there's
see-
that piece of shit.
At the bottom of the stairs and at the end of the hallway, down another set of stairs, you see the white long hair of Myron, admiring a statue. Do you all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I can see
What's
it.
the statue of?
Probably a Shadow Emperor.
It has a
is-
staff.
It is the Shadow Emperor.
How did we not notice that before?
Sorry, I didn't have this map before.
That feels like a dead fucking giveaway.
Wake, you recognize the staff.
Hmm.
Have a
It is
tear on
the
it.
Tear. Yeah.
It does have a tear on it.
Is it the
It's-
real tear?
It's
That'd
not
be
the
so
real
funny.
tear. It is made of
Okay.
stone.
Oh, this is convenient.
Wake frowns, but he lets Flower say the first shit. He's not gonna blow cover because he sees rock.
Do you move
I'm
forward?
gonna take a couple steps. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Myron. We're back.
He doesn't turn, but he does say something.
Jig us up, guys.
You all kept information from me. You lied.
What?
Did we? I don't
About-
remember doing that.
I don't remember lying. We should move up with Flower.
Oh yeah, I'm coming too.
Omitting information willingly is a lie by
lying.
omission.
That's just omission. That's not lying.
It is to
Hmm.
me.
Says the Fae.
Yeah.
What did we lie about? I'm just curious because I'm not 100% sure.
He turns around to regard all of you. His arms are folded, and his demeanor, his kind demeanor, is that of annoyance.
Daddy's mad.
You could have told me one of you already knew who my patron was.
We didn't know that. You told us. We literally asked you several times.
But when I mentioned his name, you said nothing. But one of you knows who exactly he is.
That's not information that we need to reveal to you. That's not necessary on our part. That's not lying.
It
Just
may
because you
not
know
have been
somebody doesn't mean
necessary.
that's
It may not have been necessary to you, but it would have been nice to know who I was dealing with.
well, you didn't tell us that, so that's on you.
That may be true, but that doesn't matter now.
Okay.
Did you?
Flower's not fucking around, man.
Okay, you have made a move.
That catches Wake by surprise.
Oh. I guess we're ready to go.
Yeah. Wake's like that. This was not the plan.
It's
not.
I see Rhodes just like hiding in the corner and then peeking out every once in a while.
That's what I was trying to get across.
Made it clear that he's threatening.
Hold on, I
Made it clear he's threatening his.
Who am I missing here?
I'm sorry.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Rhodes.
There's 6.
He's there.
I'm just
on the
in
initiative
initiative.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't rolled. Do I need to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
I have my boots of alacrity.
Yeah, like when he said like somebody knew, he was just like
As
flattening
soon as
himself
we were there, like,
against
we're
this
like,
wall.
okay, we're done.
It's like hyperventilating. Initiative. Hey, not bad for once.
Would have been better when it wasn't. Instead, it
Wow,
was.
I am at the top. I don't.
You can
I
change-
cannot
you
stop
can
a
change
man
your
from
initiative.
teleporting.
You can change your initiative, my guy. I don't know if we get a surprise round or what, but he seemed pretty.
Okay. Give me this music. Is not it.
It ain't it, Chief.
Yep. Okay. Need to roll some dice.
Do I get my Eldritch Blast or not?
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I
hold
don't
on.
see why you wouldn't, but I'm not the DM.
It depends on how prepared the enemy is.
Yeah.
He seems to know something.
He came in pretty hot out the gate, so.
Yeah. There's probably a microphone down at the bottom of the elevator.
It's like these fucking dicks.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
Of course, it should have said Hex first, and I didn't do that because Flower was trigger happy. So,
Rappy.
do I get a whole action or just one?
You get a whole iteration of Eldritch Blast. One action.
Hell yeah. That's a 19 on the first one and a 15 on the second.
Okay, 15 does not hit.
Okay. That is max damage on the first one, so 15 points of force.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
I will retroactively hex him. It will not help me, except for it will hex his strength. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hex him. I'm saving my
15
spell slots.
points. Okay.
I am saving my spell slots. Flower is going to send Drift to give Rhodes the help action.
Okay.
No, I don't think she's gonna. I think she's gonna stay up here and wake, which is probably a bad idea. But you know, that's what she's doing. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Rhodes, you're up.
Okay. All right. What would he do? I think the first thing he's gonna do is he's just gonna assume the white starry form. To give himself maybe a little more mental constitution here.
Okay.
And he'll peek out. So the action is the wild shape, and the bonus action, he will cast Hunter's Mark. Can I do that at this? What's the range? Oh, 90 feet. Yeah. Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Do I see anything else other than him?
Nope.
In my limited scope of view here. Can I try to perceive anything, like if something that's been set up, some trap, or?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. Just like a quick glance, because he's very paranoid right now.
Mm-hmm.
A 15.
You do not see any obvious traps in front of you.
Okay. I think he's gonna stick right back there. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Thrim.
All right. Thrim is gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and try to grab him. If possible, he would try to grab like higher and try to cover his mouth.
Nice.
Okay. That's a strength save.
That's a strength save.
Okay. Why am I? There we go. Okay. Okay. You feel the spell take hold, and he is restrained.
So, and do I roll
Restrained
damage?
doesn't really take away his ability to cast. But
Just
he
movement.
is held. Yeah.
Gotcha. And do I roll damage on that as well? Failed save, the target
Yes.
takes 2d6.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good roll.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, 19. All right.
Cool, and he's gonna move up. Hold on.
25. There's a wall there. You gotta go straight and then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's pretend I did this.
That's fine.
Correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's Myron's turn.
Rude.
He is.
He doesn't get to play.
He is casting a spell.
Do we have any sense of what the spell is?
It is
I should probably
only
dispel it.
only verbal. So you hear an incantation.
Counterspell.
Thrim is gonna counterspell as well.
Oh, yeah, no, you go.
Well,
for it.
only one of them is required. Okay.
You go for it.
Well, no, you said it first. So go ahead.
Okay.
No, I insist.
She has less
No.
spell
I want my
slots.
spell slots. I'm
I
fine.
have less spell slots, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
and
okay. Yes.
I also cast at a higher level automatically. It might be more useful for you to counter.
Thrim will absolutely be the gentleman and cast counterspell.
All right,
No, after
you
me.
cast counterspell, and it is countered. Whatever it is, you
loser.
completely nullify it.
Maybe he was just giving us food or something. Conjure feast.
With his action,
Egg on our face.
The problem is there's no egg.
with his action, he is going to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
You gonna counter this one?
No, I can't do that. It's funny though.
Can we roll an Arcana check or anything? Is there any sort of...
Sure. This one is verbal and somatic.
18?
It's a cantrip. Basic.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
great.
that's fine.
I won't counter that. That's fine.
I'll allow it.
Okay. This one's going to you then.
Okay.
Because you hurt him. Sorry, give me a second. Does an 18 hit? Flower?
Pretty sure it does.
Sure does. Oh, sure does. I said.
Okay. A sickly green hand comes hurtling towards you and hits you square in the chest. You take 11 points of necrotic damage. Okay. It is Priya's turn.
Priya, I'm going to move in front of Flower and take a wild fucking guess.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Give me
Lightning?
a dex save.
He's
Yeah,
trained.
I knew it.
That's what I do. She opens her mouth and she breathes the lightning bolt.
Perfect. He makes a dexterity saving throw.
I was just gonna ask what that sounds like.
At
But yeah, you
disadvantage.
Sounds like a thunderclap.
What's your DC?
16.
He just barely made it, even with disadvantage.
Does anyone have a fun little reroll? I mean, you don't have to. I'm just wondering.
Not for a lightning bolt.
Alms for the poor. All right. Cast. Krakatoa. So half of that. 13. 13 is half.
13.
And then I'm going to... I moved 10 feet, so I'm going to move 20 up here. I don't get quite behind the bookshelf, but... That's my turn.
Okay.
Does he look... How does he look right now?
You 13. Oh, hold on. I didn't add the 13. It looks okay. He's a little tied up at the moment with the earthen grasp. From around the corner to the right, you cannot see it, but you hear it.
marching band. Hey, it's that one-man band again.
Okay.
It's all bagpipes, though, which
Bagpipes.
is really weird.
You hear the words, "Stop now."
Is that your daddy?
I
bet it's your daddy.
Rhodes.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll a D4 for me +1?
It's gonna be so
my
good.
God. +1.
Mm-hmm.
Did that do it?
Okay. So, before we move on, here's what happens. You hear the sound stop, and everything freezes. Everything around everybody slows down.
Oh, I know what you cast, you fuck.
And moving at normal pace, you see from around the corner comes an
Papa Roach?
individual.
Papa Roach.
Sure does seem like a fucking roach.
I'm just gonna, just so I can see really quick.
Cut my sons
No,
into
yeah,
pieces.
okay.
This is a plastic fork.
Oh shit, it's Amon.
Okay.
Plastic fork.
So,
It is a mon.
Oh, man.
He looks to you, Priya, and you can't do anything as time has stopped. But I need you to make a charisma save, please.
I'm just a little air genasi. Charisma saving throw. Oh,
Yes.
okay, I'm good. I'm okay. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't. Well, 14.
Fucking.
14.
I got out of the way this time. Wake would be proud.
Okay. Anything you want to add to it?
I can't.
That's DM4 not good enough.
Well, guess what? I don't have anything to do about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, Wake, you see Priya
Disintegrate me.
vanish.
Oh shit! Are you sending me back to the airplane, you motherfucker?
Priya, you find yourselves in the pearly white
there.
halls
My God.
of what your home used to be.
Oh no. Guys, get me back. Get me out. Get me out of here. I'm gonna get my ass beat if I'm found here.
Okay. Let's see.
We didn't do anything.
Next round, he's gonna get rid of the Earthen Grasp on Myron with a Dispel Magic. What level spell was that?
2.
2?
He doesn't even have to roll.
Yeah. It's gone.
Spells weak sauce through him.
Well, I didn't
Oh
think
my-
it needed to be higher. Jeez.
So Myron is no longer restrained. For his third round, he is going to walk up.
Guy's fucking greedy is what he is.
Let's see. He knows he can't. Okay. So here's what he does. Wake, what's your hit points right now? And Thrym, what's your hit points?
65.
45.
65 and 45.
Jesus, Thrim. Ain't
Well,
got no hit points.
He's a wizard.
Damn.
Shoulda.
What is
Throwing around weight like he's got hit points to work with.
I mean, we all know he's wrong.
I have not been downed in like at least 3 sessions.
Minus that assassin.
Mm,
That's actually not a lot. SNG.
yeah, that's not great. But I'm glad you feel like it is.
No, but I actually think it was the assassin was the last one. And I mean, Priya's
Yeah,
been
I knew it's
dropping
been a
like a
minute.
fly.
Hey, listen.
True.
I don't.
She's
feel
not
I
even
have
here to
to-
hear the flag.
Bro.
I'm like in trouble here.
Okay, well, Rhodes
Have some
died, so
respect.
I mean, like,
It was a
it's
skill
not too-
issue, okay?
It's Rhodes' fault.
Wow.
All right.
I wasn't even
Someone-
involved
I'm
in
gonna
this.
deflect
catch
every
him
which
straight.
way.
All right.
Here,
Someone
because-
roll.
What's exciting things are happening?
Someone roll 13d8 for me, please.
Bro, do
Jesus
not kill.
Christ!
Oh my god, can I do it? Can I do it? Because I just love
Should
throwing
let-
all the
yeah,
die.
let's do
Yeah, go
it.
for it.
13 of them?
Kill them.
13
I can hear you
D8.
clicking with vigor.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good
You're
roll.
gonna kill us.
So many sixes. Oh no.
Okay. Thrym, you fall unconscious.
Happening. What's
Look
happening?
what you
He just
did.
got put
You
to
killed
sleep.
Thrym.
He's
Eepy.
unconscious.
You're not
What happened
reduced to
next?
0. You're just asleep.
I can't counterspell or anything? Oh, okay.
We are
We're
stopped
frozen.
in time.
You are frozen in time.
This is a very powerful dude.
It's a ninth
just
level
asleep.
spell.
My HP has not been reduced. I'm just sleeping.
You're just a sleepy.
Yeah,
You're just
because
asleep. You're just
My
unconscious.
version of that, I only need 5d8 to do it.
Yeah, you just cast it at 5th level.
Casted it.
So you're prone and asleep.
Well,
Prone to being asleep.
Enjoy your dreams.
Because that's what I was going to do, but I didn't get a turn.
Okay.
That's right.
Sing for his 4th and final round of time stop.
Terrifying.
Okay.
Figure out how to best fuck us up.
Reading spells.
I am.
Yeah.
Flower, as you come out of it, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Good at that. 14.
14 is not enough. You take 12 points of psychic damage, and you cannot use reactions until the end of his turn with Tosh's Mind Whip.
Yep.
Okay, and that's the end of time stop.
What I've gathered is this guy's a douche.
You didn't get that already?
Well, now I'm feeling it.
Okay, you come to wake. Priya's gone. Thrym's asleep in front of you.
I saw this happen, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Okay.
In slow motion. Well, he was moving normally, but you could not do anything.
Wake looks at this entity in front of himself. That wasn't fair.
Nothing in life is fair. Give me my son, and I will let you all live and come back.
No.
Bad decision.
You don't scare me, Rockman. Wake is going to... What is he going to do?
Help me.
You're in a bad spot, you muppet.
you're fine.
No, I'm not. If he finishes his banishment, I'll stay there forever.
I know. You're in a
Wait,
I'm
bad
telling
spot.
that to Thrym.
Wait, you have to stay there? You can't.
Because I'm not from this.
Way
If
that-
I'm from
the
the
way
plane
that
he sends me
banishment-
back to.
The way that banishment works is if he can concentrate on that for a minute, Priya is just back on the airplane.
Because I'm not from the prematerial
Because she's
plane.
because she's not
Right.
from here.
Okay, but you can leave again.
So we need to get
I mean,
her out.
I would have
We
to
need break
find
his-
a way to leave again, but I would not be able to return immediately.
We need to break his concentration before he can.
I
complete
have
the
a
spell.
question, class.
Yeah, what's up?
as a druid, I'm aware of magic of various kinds, and I know Priya's not here.
Yeah.
Can I identify the magical effect that's doing that? Like, am I aware he's concentrating on that?
Do druids get banishment?
Yes.
Then you know what banishment looks like.
Okay,
Or
it's
you have
either
an
going to
i-
be this or you're going to hate my other option. Okay?
Who's
Okay.
who's gonna?
Can
hate?
do I think I can dispel it? It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
No.
I understand.
That
Okay.
would be affecting him. No, it's affecting Priya. So you would have to cast it on Priya.
Okay. Plan number 2. You're not going to like this. I cast conjure animals.
Oh, no. Okay.
DM's
Shit.
bane.
Yeah.
DM's bane.
What do you...
What?
Hold on. I'm looking. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking it's going to be 8 mastiffs.
Oh, even better.
Okay. Let me look through the compendium. One sec.
Why is this the DM's
Because
bane?
they have to pull up a shitload of stat blocks. Well,
Yeah,
it's
you
the
have
same
to
animal,
pull
but
up
he has to roll all of their initiatives, and they all get a
really
turn.
annoying.
All
Yeah.
8 mastiffs are just going to swarm around.
God damn.
Amon? Whatever
Amon.
this.
It's
I don't remember his
totally Amon.
name.
It is Amon.
They're swarming around him.
Master
and-
Omni.
Master Omni. Master Amon. And
It's Amon.
God, no.
Beast. Okay, let me put this Mastiff in my beast folder.
Go ahead.
And tokenize it.
You have a beast.
Oh, yeah,
A folder.
I have a folder for every
Wake has
type.
seen like dogs around and he's like, these are fast. These would be useful.
Okay. So you said 1, 2, 3.
8. 8 of them. It completely surround him.
Yeah.
So
It's
like the
considered
way
a
this
douche move to use conjure anything if it's in large
it's
amounts.
not a douche move, but it's annoying. Wake like
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8.
so almost as if like from water, dogs, each of them slightly watery, just up out of the ground, and Wake is like pressing his hands to the ground, and he says, "Sick him."
Okay.
Grim dreams of dogs with like wet dog smell.
You.
Why are you dreaming of that?
Because he's sleeping.
Because I'm smelling it.
Oh right, he's unconscious. I
'Cause
forgot
they're
about
watery
that.
dogs. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a bar up the street that's called Water Dog Tavern.
Okay, so each of these dogs has advantage because of flanking, and they all bite for +3 to hit. They'll deal 4 damage. They have
tactics,
for
right?
they
Yeah.
no, they do not. They're just a quarter CR.
Sir, you have ownership over your mastiffs. There you go. Do you see the beast folder?
I do not. Yes, I do. Okay, Mastiff. Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna roll 8 bites.
Yeah.
For every successful one, I need a strength save.
And also a Constitution save.
And a concentration
Miss.
and a concentration check.
It didn't roll at advantage. I'll roll it again. This is the first one still. Yeah, probably not.
Miss.
Okay. Second attack.
That's 1.
Miss.
Third attack. They're just dogs.
Miss.
3.
We're also rolling with my dice. 4.
Damn, rolling 11s.
Oh,
There we go. Natural 19.
22.
22. He's
dog
going.
gun.
He's
Four.
going to shield.
I
Okay.
despise counterspell. No,
You
I
have
can't
to
do that.
meet a 23 now.
I have to natural 20.
Yep.
Okay, this is the 5th attack. Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Reaction
Power
though.
of love.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a D6 plus 7. Oh my god. I have to wait for a fucking friend notification to go away. There we go. So 11 points of damage on the bite, and I need a strength saving throw DC 11.
11
Or he falls
points.
prone.
Which would be hilarious.
Okay, I need to make a concentration check. I'll make that first. Natural 20.
Yeah, you had to beat a 10.
Yep. Okay. And he has to make a strength save, yeah?
Yep.
He falls prone.
We should get the concentration
And
check
he-
for it.
And he has 2.
He has 2 more dog attacks coming.
Nah, 20. Nah, 20.
Yeah. He also spent his reaction, so
He
that's
spent
might
his
be more
reaction, which is
valuable.
huge.
And then this is last one.
Come on.
Nope. Well, they are just dogs.
Yeah.
But
At least he's
Still,
occupied.
huge.
I appreciate
Yep.
the effort.
each of these mastiffs is medium. Wake is then going to... Yeah. He turns into an Allosaurus.
You say begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Might as well happen.
There you go.
He'll be a dinosaur.
I'll move you into the Allosaurus so you can move together.
Arr!
Yep. I'm going to cast a spell with my action. I don't have an attack right now, but I will move. As a large creature, I can occupy the same space as a medium creature.
That's fine. You can move.
I just
right
stand
here.
over him.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
That's my
Cool
turn.
beans. Okay. I'm gonna move you here as well.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Flower, you're up. There's a lot of dogs.
There's a lot of. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way Flower can get into the middle of that. There's just no way. I
Yep.
had stuff I was gonna do, but that's not gonna happen. So
Sorry.
instead, Flower. No, this is great. Flower has another thing. Flower's gonna look back at Drift. Drift is gonna hum a calming song that is like a song that she hums all the time that Rhodes is familiar with, and she's gonna make eye contact with him, and she's gonna say, "Stay back there.
Oh,
We're gonna.
okay.
We're not gonna let him take you over my dead body." And then she's going to she's gonna like poke. She's gonna use 2-weapon fighting, and poke Zira with one hand on a dagger, and then move up and poke Brim to wake them both up.
I don't think I was asleep.
No, Zira cannot be put to sleep magically. So
It was targeting Thrym and Wake, and it only succeeded in putting Thrym.
Oh,
to
it
sleep
only
'cause he had
succeeded
lower
on
hit
Thrym.
points.
Okay, great. Then she doesn't have to. Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay.
I was gonna
Thrym
ask
awake.
you, why are you poking me?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Okay, so can I wake him up with my bonus action?
it's an action to wake someone up.
It's an action to wake up. Can I have
From sleep.
Drift? Can I have Drift come and sting him awake?
No,
Like a te-
Thrym's allergic to bees. Just kidding.
Familiar.
But
The
he went to
fucking my
do
girls,
the
this
help
bitch.
action for Rhodes.
It's my turn again.
So it's
I
no
thought
longer
you
doing that.
I thought you did that this turn.
That was before I needed
just
to
now.
do
She was explaining
Oh,
the narrative
okay.
of what happened in the previous turn.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. He has to hit Thrym.
That's funny. Okay. I don't actually know what Drift's stat sheet is, but I
We'll just
can't
do
It ain't good.
It's not good. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
can't imagine
Um,
it's particularly high. Oh no, here I have Drift. But it's a. Oh, I do have him.
Plus
Hooray,
0.
He's a little too close. 0. Okay. You got
How hard
this.
could this
You
dwarf
got
be to
this,
hit?
pal.
Does
You
he
got
have
it, pal.
advantage because I'm asleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I guess
you're
you are prone.
Yep.
That's
Prone.
funny.
16's his AC.
16 is
Is that your AC?
AC.
That is
We'll
my
see if he
AC, yeah.
kills, just 'cause
Okay.
that would-
All right. You do 1
Wait, he
damage,
stings you awake. He does 1 damage. You're awake.
and you're awake.
Removing
Good thing
1
he's
HP.
resistant to poison.
You're still prone, yeah? Yeah, you're still prone.
Yeah, he's gonna buzz.
No,
Buzz back here.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
And then I still have my action. I can't even see this nonsense. I can't even see this guy.
Yeah.
He's all
Covered in
That's
flagged
dogs.
by-
Allosaurus,
he's
of
covered
course.
by a dog. Yeah, so I'm gonna. Flower really wants to fuck him up, but I'm just gonna go with. There's too many dogs, so she's gonna try to aim at Myron to try to whittle him down instead.
Okay.
Don't you blame the dogs. They're good dogs.
They are, and they're doing a great thing. They're doing a great.
They're the
I'm not
best
saying they're
boys.
not good. Okay, 23
Yeah.
and 15 again. So I hit 1 time.
1 time.
Not as good that time. 9 points of force damage
Okay.
to Myron.
9. Got it.
Flower is gonna dip back here.
Okay.
I'm done.
Zira, you're up.
Can I put this guy to sleep? Is that possible?
You can try, but if
You
his
can
hit
attempt
points
to.
are too high, it's not going to work.
You can
Is he
certainly
the
try.
guy I need to use
Because
silence
he's
on?
really powerful.
You could use silence on him. You wouldn't be able to use magic in
Silence
that
on
spear.
anyone here would be good.
Actually, silence on Amon would be amazing.
Drop that. Drop it like it's hot.
Okay, let's go for that then.
Okay. You attempt to do it, and Myron
He used his
is
reaction
going.
already.
Myron
God
is
damn it.
going to counterspell you.
Somebody counterspell that counterspell.
Anybody? Bueller? Bueller?
Bueller.
Thrym, do you want to do it, or should I? My counterspell is 4th level, and I only have 2 spells.
I can do it. Yeah. I'll
Sorry.
I'll
It's going to be
counterspell.
pivotal.
All right. You need to roll.
Roll what?
I need to roll, or
You need
Thrym
to
The
roll
needs to roll?
to
counterspeller needs to
counterspell.
roll a spell
He's
attack. It needs to
So-
be
counterspelling
higher.
Roll your a d20 plus 5 for your intelligence.
I'm gonna yeah.
What?
I think he's EP.
I don't know if that was English.
It was not.
Are you gonna re-roll? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if I should.
Do you want to re-roll? I roll it again. Thrym.
Isn't 14 good enough to counterspell a counterspell?
Only it depends
We
on
don't
the
know
spell
what
level
level.
that he's cast it at.
We don't know what level it's
Oh,
at.
that's true.
And 14
True.
beats a
Go ahead.
4th level, but it might be higher.
Go ahead and re-roll. Go ahead. Just
I'm
better
gonna
safe than
reroll.
sorry.
I'm gonna yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take my inspo. I am sorry that I'm being weird about my spell slots. I literally only have 2 of them.
You're a
only have
warlock. It's
two.
fair.
No.
I only got 2 of them.
22.
That's
Good
way
luck.
Okay.
better. There's
Oh.
You're
nothing, literally
13
nothing
level
that
spell,
can beat that.
bitch.
You counter the counter spell that was cast at
Bitch.
fifth level.
That's good.
Ooh.
Good
Oh
thing
my
we
God.
re-rolled. Good thing we re-rolled. Now there's
Okay.
a cone of silence.
So silence. Where is that at?
It's right on top of Daddy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on
fuck
top
Daddy.
of this nerd.
This little
Okay.
bitch.
Where? Okay. I need a template.
How do I do it? I don't know how to make the thing.
Cast a spell,
I did.
or
You have to
what's?
do it through Foundry, and it will ask you if you want to use a template.
Oh, I have to do it through Foundry. Okay, hold on.
I mean, we could just look up what the.
What's
It's a 20-foot
radius.
sphere.
20-foot sphere.
20-foot
Yeah.
radius sphere.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, silence is big.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay.
Calm down, Pen.
Oh shit.
Wait,
I'm
hold
a
on.
little.
Can I move it to here so that way it also gets Myron in it?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Then
You
they
want it
have
right
to
there?
move, and Fucking Iman
Yeah,
is in
there,
the middle
bam.
of a dog pile, literally.
So he's gonna have a problem
He ain't
getting out of
going
there.
nowhere.
I love that he's Iman. Just is Iman now.
He
Okay.
is. We've all
Omni.
seen Avatar.
This is a very terrifying PPEG. Stop it.
Oh my God.
Been there, homie. Been there.
Did Napoleon
Uh,
Dynamite just walk in the fucking room?
Yeah. Rhodes, you're
God, we're all
anything
millennials.
that was your action? Any bonus action? Anything? Well, you couldn't cast a spell. Well, you can cast a spell if you want to like try to heal someone, but I don't think anybody has been really hurt besides Flower.
Brim took a single hit point of
I'm-
damage from
I'm
that bee.
Bleeding over
He's
here.
anaphylactic shock. Toughen up already.
Buzz.
He's a fucking dwarf. Get over it.
I've been fine, guys.
Fuck.
Anything else, Zira?
I think she did great.
Let me fuck him up a little with my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, fuck 'em up.
Okay. A 22 misses.
What?
What?
Crazy.
Oh,
He's
it's 'cause
shielded.
his shield is on. His
Yeah.
shield is on.
Shield. He has
God
shield.
damn
That's
it.
why I didn't go
What
after
a
him.
D-bag. Well, they're out now, you little bitch.
Okay. Rhodes, you're up.
Bitch.
You little bitch.
Okay. Yeah, Rhodes is back here. He's like
Yeah.
hyperventilating.
Too
But
bad.
yeah, he's like, oh, I'm not going big. I don't want to go big. And but he does hear his friends all kind of leaping to action here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he is gonna come out, see, try to see Omni. You can't really see much.
It's in the dog swarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see just a bunch of dogs, a dinosaur, just and a pile
Druid
of
shit, okay? Druid shit.
and a pile of robes in the center of them.
Yeah, I think seeing all of that levied against his dad, he's gonna that's gonna give him some courage, and he's going to raise a shaky hand and just leave my friends alone. And he's gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
At it.
This
And
is
I'll-
a disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage?
He's
Oh,
prone.
He's prone.
right
This
now.
guy
Oh, he's prone?
is Rhodes' dad.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why
Amon
I'm
is
calling him.
Rhodes' dad.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Oh.
This is why we're freaking out.
Oh, all this time I thought it was some guy that adopted Myron.
He did. It seems.
Technically, you're right.
Technically,
The
you're
best
right,
kind
yeah.
of right.
The stakes are a little higher than that, but you got there.
Yay! I don't.
He wanted his son. He thought he just meant Myron.
Yes, I thought he was just like leave Myron alone. Like, no, we need to take him to the mayor guy.
Who is his dad?
Who's his real dad? Yeah, 'cause I was like, this guy's like, no, he's my Myron
Leave my
now.
son
He's
alone.
Myron.
Stepdaddy, the Chronicle.
I bet he doesn't even really
I'm
give a
so
shit about
sorry.
Byron.
But
That
you
does
can see.
explain the confusion. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
It is incredibly hilarious, though.
Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna use an
He's hurt.
I'm gonna use an inspiration to make it a single roll and try and cast this Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, some of us are at a real disadvantage here.
Too many dogs in the way.
Yeah. Well, his hand is
Don't you
shaking, so
blame the dogs.
he fires this colossal Guiding Bolt, but it just sails over him. But he tried.
Wait, I have a question. Did my silence not break his concentration?
It doesn't.
He's already
If there's
concentrating on it.
if there's a
Yeah.
spell cast before silence or outside into silence, the spells are fine. Anything casted in silence, if it has a verbal component, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we still have to beat him up to make him drop his concentration.
And yeah,
But
and
he can't cast
concentration-
any more spells while he's in there.
Yes, and concentration checks you only make if you are hurt or hit, and the silence doesn't make him drop his concentration, but it will help us a lot.
It will.
Gotcha,
help us
gotcha.
immensely.
Okay,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
still
okay.
very useful.
Okay, sounds good.
And I suppose as a bonus action, he'll make some magic stones.
Okay.
Yeah, and he will stay out where he is right there. Wants to see what's going on. That's his turn.
Okay. Gotcha. It's Rim.
Magic missile, please.
You
help
wake
me.
up.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really
Looking
great for
around.
breaking concentration? Magic missile.
No, shield blocks magic missile, and he knows that.
Oh damn. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
I-
I don't know shit. I'm panicking.
Yeah, Amon is the one who shielded, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His AC is 23 right now.
Which is bullshit. Class, by the way.
Which
Maybe if you ever cast it as Lorna.
This isn't about me.
It's a really good spell, dude.
It's a great spell.
Hate everyone.
So did you say if I cast a spell on it, I'm gonna have a disadvantage? Or
It's
No.
he's prone, so a ranged spell
Half
attack is at
movement.
disadvantage.
You
Make
should
him make
spend half your movement
saves.
first,
Yeah.
but make him make
Okay.
saves. Try to hit him and make him make saves, or focus fire on Myron to get him down.
Yeah,
Also,
which is fair
his
because
AC
he'll probably be a
AC
problem too.
he will probably, and he can counterspell and shit like
Yeah,
that.
and he
so,
has
there
been
are some good
counterspelling
options.
things against his
that
papa.
is a good point. I'm actually gonna recast Maximilian's and try to keep him stuck.
Yeah, stuck in the silence. That's great. Great idea.
That's
Okay.
smart. That's very great.
So that's a DC 16 save, strength save.
All right.
He's got to be weak. Look at him.
Damn,
Yeah,
I don't even.
He can't
I
be
don't
strong and magical. That's not fair.
I don't even think Omni could hear Rhodes say that.
Leave my friends alone.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Well, you're right. No, he's
He's in a
Silence.
silence. He can't hear anything.
Your
Yeah.
stand meant nothing.
He fails.
Hooray!
Sweet. I'm gonna pummel him a bit with it as well. Just squeeze a little bit. Squeeze.
Squish.
Okay, 13. Anything else?
Wasn't that enough for you?
Wetting your pants is a free action.
I think that's it.
Okay, it is Myron's turn. All right, he's going to use his action to try and break out of this.
Go ahead.
Excellent choice. You have
Forced him to waste his turn.
Yeah, but if he gets out, it wasn't a waste.
He cannot.
Ah. Idiot.
Okay.
Okay,
Weak
so
ass
he
bitch.
struggles against the earthen grasp.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Priya,
Hey.
you have magically appeared. You are stuck here. You are restrained due to the
Why am I
nature of the spell.
Like I can't move?
Yeah, you can't move yet. Because banishment needs to complete. Like he needs to hold on concentration for you to stay there, and then you can move. But you can definitely, you are rooted to the spot you were at, but you can definitely look around And you do see around you your old room. Small. Maybe a bed that has been made. It's clear that someone else has moved in here since you were banished from this realm.
Well, the first thing that happens when she realizes where she is that she kind of just says, like, quietly, desperately, "Wake?" And then she realizes she can't move. She's stuck here. Can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
She's going to cast. Thank gosh she kept this. Disguise self through her hat of disguise, and she's going to turn into one of her cousins.
Okay.
Good
In
call.
case somebody pops in here.
Very well.
She's just going to stand there, terrified,
Spend
hoping she'll be back.
Spend one round. 10 more rounds to go. Or 9 more rounds to go.
Ah.
All right. Master Omni's turn. I need to move you a little bit so I can click on him.
How dare you?
He is going to stand up. And he is going to move out of the silence. Getting
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks of opportunity, 1 including yourself.
Yep. All right.
Is
moving
his
back here.
AC lowered again? Because it's his turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Get
Wake
away.
is going to make a bite attack, and I'm going to try and make it a grapple.
Okay.
So this is going to be a athletics contest versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
I have advantage because of flanking, but
Yes!
natural 20,
Yes!
24.
Fuck him
Okay.
up.
He remains there. He cannot beat that.
Okay. Dogs.
So he well, he just remains there, so he gets just
Well, he's moved. He tried to move, so he provoked the attack
yeah,
of
that's
opportunity.
right. Yep,
All
you're right
of
about
them.
that. Yeah, go for it.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You said okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
Jesus. 6.
Because he moved.
Here's the first one.
Nice.
Hits.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
I need to move you so I can get to his health.
It's okay. Go ahead. From this
A
dog,
shenanigan? That's rad.
3.
3.
Concentration.
Go ahead.
Concentration 10.
Passes.
Okay. Second attack. Come on, Mastiffs. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Third attack. Dude.
Miss.
Okay. Fourth attack.
Oh,
Miss.
man.
Dude. Fifth attack.
So how are you liking the airplane?
Miss.
Last attack. Dude.
Oh, what?
Come on, Mastiffs.
What are these rolls?
That hit.
Crit, though.
19.
That hits.
What are the odds of this?
Max
7.
damage.
7 damage.
Okay.
Looking at all like we're eating his hit points.
Remains
A
concentration.
little bit.
Okay, but what about the
I did everything I could. Those
no,
were
the
all
bite?
of my
Your
reactions.
bite.
It doesn't do damage. I'm grappling him.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, you kept him in place. And I love you.
Dude, I thought sheer numbers with advantage might work, but my dice say no.
Wake.
All right. Yeah.
You're up.
Oh. I bite down.
Okay, go for it.
Get him.
Hits.
Did Million or whatever, what was his name?
Myron?
Rhodes' dad, did he not have an action?
He
Omni?
tried.
He can't do anything.
He tried to move. Okay.
He
okay,
tried to move,
gotcha.
but he
Thought-
can't cast a spell.
He can't
Oh.
cast any spells.
can't
Well, hold on.
I guess he's shit at melee.
I takes
me
15 damage from my bite down. By the
Let me
way,
see if he has anything that's not vocal.
There's really not a lot of
Thinking
spells
like,
that aren't
does he want to
vocal.
try to punch a dog or something? Like,
That makes him an
funny?
Uber
Kicking
villain.
dogs.
he's the
Kicking
worst.
dogs in the face and body.
Kicks. This guy kicks dogs.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, do you want to have a
quickly-
kick the dog
quickly
moment to make
looking.
him look even worse?
Oh, now I gotta find that clip and send it to you guys.
I hope no one's kicking real dogs.
Sorry, a lot of spells. Trying to think if he has anything that's not vocal. Nope, everything is.
I'll be right back. I really gotta pee.
Okay. Concentration check. Makes it.
Yep. Now for claws.
Miss.
17 to hit. Yep. Dude.
All right.
That's my turn.
Flower.
He's in my mouth.
He is in the mouth. Do I have advantage because he's restrained
He's just grappled.
or grappled?
He's
I don't
not
have
prone.
advantage then. He's not prone. Great. Yeah, we're gonna hit this guy. We're gonna hit him. We're
Okay.
gonna hit him. And there's other shit that I would do, but I can't do things twice, and I can Eldritch Blast twice. That is a nat 19. Can I bump that up to a crit? Am I allowed to do that with an inspo?
You can.
Hooray! That's gonna be a crit.
Okay.
I decided.
So this is
The
plus
other
10.
the other one is 19. Does that hit him?
That hits.
Excellent. Okay, so the crit is 13 plus. Is it 10? Is it max damage all the way? So it would be 15 plus 13.
That'd be 23.
Okay, 23. So
Okay.
that's 23 for the first hit. Concentration check.
Yep. He makes it.
Damn it. Well, I did hit him again, so I need another concentration check. This one is only 6.
6 points. Gotcha. He makes it.
Hit Hurlger's Blast, by the way. This is the first time they don't look like flowers.
Who are you?
They look like a spray of rock.
Ooh.
They look like Corbin. They look like Corbin.
Oh.
Okay.
Nicole.
You're giving him
it's in a
coal
little-
because he's been a naughty boy.
It's in a little smiley face arc.
All right. Zira, unless you have anything else on your turn.
Drift is gonna just buzz around
Rhodes.
Rhodes' forehead.
Okay. Zira.
Give him the head.
Hello? Can I move here?
You will be in the silence, so you can't cast any spells. But you
Okay,
can
let me
move
ask a
there.
better question. Can I move there, do something, and move back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have enough movement for that, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'll be able to move like right here out of the silence.
Okay. I'm gonna hit
Okay.
him.
That hits.
Yeah, fuck him up.
I don't have a shield. So,
So
I
it's
don't know.
the 12.
Still 12? Okay,
12.
sweet.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move
You gotta move. You have 5 feet of movement left.
I'm trying to move. I lost myself to the dogs.
Oh no! Use your arrow keys. I lost myself to the dogs.
Okay, you do that.
And then I still have my things out.
Yep. Go ahead.
So sorry, I just don't know where they are. There they are.
That hits. 6.
Can I use a lucky to do that again?
Unfortunately, it's only D20 rolls for damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It still triggers a concentration check. To
Yep.
be fair.
Any saves.
So did I just trigger 2? Oh
Yeah,
no!
you
did.
And he saved both.
Yep.
I'm dead?
No.
No, you
No.
did.
You did.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did.
You
I
died.
did.
You immediately
I know
died.
now.
That's what I
You
thought.
died for the
I was like,
audacity.
oh my god. Okay.
You did so poorly that trying to swing at him killed you.
That's
That's
what I
funny.
heard, honestly. I'm sorry, it's been a long day.
Your spiritual weapon is usually like twilight daggers, like black daggers, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Purpley.
You notice something different about them this time.
What
Uh,
is wrong with my daggers?
You see they are not all black this time. Some of them kind of shimmer with what looks like the surface of the moon.
Ooh.
Wait, I like that though. That sounds cool.
What?
Blow
Oh,
up.
it's okay.
Shut up.
Rhodes.
That is what happened.
Does Drift give advantage on attacks?
He's helping you, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Actions. Yeah.
Well, now that he's standing, we're going to try the same thing again, where it's going to level his hand. He's feeling, he sees Drift floating around, and that's giving him comfort.
Mhm.
And he also sees that incredible spray of coal from Flower, and he's going to try and do another level 2 guiding bolt.
Okay.
With advantage at Omni. Come on now. Woo! I do not have an inspo to bump that, but
That it hits.
Left. You should crit.
what?
I have 1 inspo left. You should crit.
Okay,
I want you to
You
crit.
should crit.
we will
All
crit
I
right.
want this
then.
for you.
So
In that case,
4 times 6.
You're gonna
This
crit
would
against your
be.
dad.
Oh, this is level 2. So
5, yeah, so 10d6.
hold on. 1d6.
Crunchy
So
crits.
roll 5d6 and
Uh-huh.
5 times 6. This is plus 30 points on top of it.
God damn.
Okay,
God.
and
You might actually fail this concentration
Because-
check.
because of my stone oh my god, where is it, whatever, the thing where I control stones, Corbin rockets along with the guiding bolt and smacks him in the side of the head for another d6 on top of that.
I love that.
So here is the
Don't you get to double that too? So it's a d6 plus 6 as well?
I don't know.
Because
That's
it's part of your attack roll.
it is
isn't
part of the attack. If it hits, it
So
adds.
So it's
additive.
3 plus 6, so 9. So it's 48 plus 9.
Sure.
48 plus 9. Okay, gotcha.
So 56.
48.
Is that right?
57. 57. No. Yeah, 57.
bad at math. I old.
Bro,
Guiding
fuck
bolt
your
is so
dad.
good. Guiding bolt is
Don't
so
do that.
good.
Okay. So this is finally a DC 28
Can he
concentration
physically
check.
make that? I will be appalled if he makes that.
He can. it is possible. He has to roll a natural 20 because he has naturally +2, +8 from an item. He rolled a 19 on the dice.
So he doesn't succeed.
You
Oh,
come back.
Yes.
Thank you, Rhodes.
As concentration
She was in the
is
middle of
broken.
peeing her pants.
You see a visibly different Air Genasi.
Oh yeah.
without horns or scales.
Oh no! What did he do to her?
But yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Oh.
And he's looking rough. Thrim. Unless you have anything else you want to do, Rhodes. Sorry.
Oh,
that was pretty fucking sick.
I don't know. 1 sec. Let me check my bonus actions. I don't think I have anything that I can really realistically do. No, I don't. So no, nothing.
Okay.
Oh, he'll move up. Right. I can't move. Why can't I move? For some reason, I want to move up one, just kind of behind Flower.
You are behind Flower for me.
Well, I just moved there.
Oh. You did it.
Likely story.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my turn.
Flower feels you come up behind her and kind of like puts a hand that is not her Eldritch Blast hand, kind of like back, so she can like hold your hand.
Oh.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna squeeze Myron a little bit. He's looking pretty healthy, right?
Yeah.
Squeeze him.
Yeah, just crunch him a little bit.
Okay.
It's pretty
It's a
good
good
roll.
crunch.
Yeah.
I don't even see Myron. Where is he? Is he in the dog pile?
He's behind the dog pile.
Yeah.
I'm
he's in the
in
silence.
a corner here, so I couldn't see him.
All right. Anything? That was your bonus action.
That was my action.
Is it an action to do that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna yell out to Priya, "Where the hell did you go?"
I don't look like Priya.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I am
sorry.
Priya, but to
No,
everybody else,
Good point.
I'm a
I
random
was like,
Genasi.
"Who the hell are you?"
She can't hear you. She's in silence.
Oh yeah.
Confused.
But you can see a dwarf just standing outside of the silence, pointing at you fervently.
I
And
promise,
just
I know
mark?
who you
Like-
are.
Question mark.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that will then be my turn. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Actually, because I have learned
Great
this
turn.
is a thing, I'm gonna send Hugin to wake and give him the help action.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Brim learns how to familiar.
Familiaring
He
is
comes in bloodied already. And just
Yeah, just needed an Emily to kind of teach me the ropes. I taught her the spell, and then she taught me how to use it. So that's
That's fair.
okay.
that's the end of my turn.
Very well. It is Myron's turn. He's gonna try again to break out of this thing. Break these cuffs. Hey! He did it.
Boo.
Can I use an inspiration and make him
Boo,
reroll?
yes. You sure can. I mean, Zira could also use
No,
her.
I
Alright.
can. Yeah, I have a bunch of inspo. I'll do that.
You can use your lucky too.
to save your inspo.
Oh, okay. I can use my lucky then, I guess.
Because you replenish
lucky-
those daily, whereas your
Your
inspo
lucky
only
recharges
lasts as long as
do-
you have it.
Yeah, your lucky recharges, but your inspos do not.
He made it, and then he didn't.
Yeah! Fuck you and Myron.
Okay.
I can hear that all the way from someone else's computer.
That was mine. I have my headphones really loud. Sorry.
Priya.
Hey, Priya, like, so relieved she's fucking back. She's gonna scurry out of the silence when she realizes she can't hear anything.
Yep.
And drop a disguise, so Priya materializes. Hello, I don't know who brought me back, but thank you. And she is going to look back and cast Chromatic Orb at this piece of shit
Uh-huh.
who got rid of her at 3rd level.
Uh-huh.
Lightning!
Go for it.
The lightning. Oh my god. I don't think I hit.
No.
Why would I hit? Why would
Yeah.
I succeed? In what world?
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Well, I'm just gonna keep going then.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand next to Flower.
Okay. It is Master Omni's turn.
Mr. Piece of Garbage's turn.
He is going to try and wiggle his way out. Again, contested.
A
Wake.
moment. Rolling.
You know, don't worry about it.
Yay!
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Hooray!
Well, he is stuck there.
yep.
And it's your turn.
Okay. I look up and I see Priya's gotten out.
Mm-hmm.
Allosaurus, like the tail goes up and wags slightly.
Oh.
And then
adorable.
I'm going to bite. And the flavor for the bite is I death roll slam the body into the ground.
Okay. And you can go ahead and roll all your dogs as well, because we forgot to do them last round. Oh.
Here
No.
come the mastiffs.
Here come the dogs. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hits!
Look at that.
Good
First
boy.
dog. 7 damage. Second dog.
Ow.
17.
Misses.
Third dog.
Hits.
Five damage.
Okay.
Fourth dog.
Misses.
Fifth dog. 3 more dogs.
Miss.
Dude.
Don't you have claws as well?
Yeah, I have another attack.
18 hit or 21 hits.
Yay.
Forward.
2 more dogs. I
Got
think.
that dog in him.
Woof.
Yeah.
Hits.
1 more dog.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
No, there will be dumber.
Natural
20.
Woo!
Okay, this plus 6.
Oof.
It's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then the claws. Here they
Yes.
come.
Yes.
22 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna kill your dad, Rhodes.
8 damage.
All right.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Wake. Here's what happens. As your dogs and yourself in Allosaurus form shred into this being who only stands about 5'6". He's actually pretty short. He's not an
5'6" is
imposing.
not short.
Okay. Sorry.
Fuck
You don't even notice it as you are in the throes of just ripping into him. But everybody else, the robes and mask fall under, or rather, get torn up to bits, and snow emits from the body of Master Omni. And he disappears, leaving behind the mask and the robes.
It was a fucking simulacrum, wasn't it?
Oh my god, he's naked somewhere.
As
He's made of snow?
as Master Omni falls, beyond him, so does Myron disappear.
Counterspell! Counterspell!
Wait, how? If they were in silence, how can they do things like disappear?
It might have been they might have like had clones made or something. We just
Maybe
don't
they
know.
died.
Maybe maybe this is I don't think so, but
We are still in combat.
Thrym, make an Arcana check.
Ha 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 ha. 14.
You want to use an inspo?
I guess you failed.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you don't know
yes.
what happened.
I will
with a
use
14.
my one and only inspo.
Okay.
Can I make an Arcana check? I'm trained in Arcana.
You're proficient? Okay, go ahead.
23.
Yeah.
Go for it.
17.
Okay.
Mine was 23 on the reroll.
Both of you are aware of what just happened. There was a condition met to trigger a contingency spell, which had to be performed beforehand.
Boo. Boo hiss.
The contingency couldn't have been countered.
If we knew about it.
And I mean, if it was
Counter
happening,
spell.
right? Because it had already been cast.
Yeah, we would have had to know about it or
We would
Yeah.
have had to,
see it or
dispel it when he, I just
would've-
don't think it's something we
It
could
would have had to been countered at the time of casting.
Yeah. He was already prepared for if he lost.
Mm-hmm. So,
Because he's a dick.
It seemed like they have a failsafe.
yes, as both individuals are gone, with no way to know where they are or where they went. Well, you can imagine where Master Omni went. But that is the end of combat. And I think that is a good place to end our session, as it is getting
It was a
fairly
terrible
wet.
place to end our session.
I dismiss the dogs.
Okay.
Ow.
Let's
You
go
don't want to
back
just have 9 dogs following us all the way back
No, but it doesn't last that long anyway.
to... Oh.
It's funny though.
Unless you guys want to talk about things, yeah, we'll end right there, or we can come back to it next week.
I have a lot to talk about, but that'll be next session, I think.
Yeah, I think in the next sessions, because it's gonna, if we start talking about it now, there's like
We're just gonna spiral. Yeah.
there's a lot. Like
Fair
Priya
enough.
went somewhere else.
We're gonna keep.
We've got there's so much.
My
Got a lot
dice
of
were
daddy
so
issues to
bad.
back.
Yeah,
My dice were so bad.
All the
He tried
dogs.
so
22 misses.
Jesus.
I mean, he had a higher AC for a little bit too.
What are the odds of rolling with advantage? That's 44 dice rolls
Wait, where'd we go?
with
there
one
it
nat
is.
20.
Wait, it's just buried.
Buried behind, buried under dogs.
It's
Dog pile.
good
Yep.
God.
Okay. Well done, everybody. That was a good session. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that a lot.
Intense.
Let's get to a player vote for inspiration.
Excuse me, class. Were you aware that I could possibly have just been stuck in the airplane? Were you ready for that?
Oh yeah.
Ah, I sure wasn't.
Okay.
Happened too.
We'll start at the top of the order. Sin.
Oh, gonna give it to Flower for being super protective of roads.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Their romance is so strong.
Okay. One vote for Flower. Echo.
Well, I liked a lot of things this session. I had a good time. I'm going to give it to Penn.
What?
I felt like there was a lot of pulling from character interactions, especially from your character's backstory, and also you pushed into mine, and I liked that.
Well, thanks.
Perfect. Emily.
I want to give it to everybody as usual, but I think of this session in particular. But I'm gonna give it to Wake because that beginning of session conversation that we had, where he has
The
just
party
such a
learned about
different
democracy.
political system. Yeah, well, and like the way it's so clear, even though I know you were like having to go back and read some of your notes, which it was not clear that that was happening. Like you told us later, but I was like, wow, that it felt very seamless in the moment. um and like just that whole conversation about politics felt really alive and lived in. It was really great start to the session.
Thank you.
Awesome. Senji.
Okay, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Zira for making me laugh so hard that my whole body is in pain from just
Because
not
she just
realizing that
realized.
this is Rhodes' dad.
That was really funny.
That
I'm
was
also gonna
amazing.
give it to Wake because of that very same conversation actually, but not just because it was a good conversation, but because that level of preparedness and even having like the riddle written down and that kind of stuff really impressed me and inspired me. So.
He's just pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Awesome. Gannon.
I do want to say all the stuff with Wake doing his backstory was super good, but I feel like I have to give it to Flower for always being the one to kind of help pull Rhodes back when he's being a little timid, afraid of what's going on. Like she's always there to remind him what he wants. So, thank you for that.
Dude. The irony is that Flower thinks that like Rhodes is so much more powerful than she is in every single conceivable way.
Well.
Perfect. All right. Pen.
Honorable mention to Rhodes for saving me. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what would have happened had I been stuck there. But ultimately, I want to give it to Wake because of he tried so hard. His dice just were not with him. But I really appreciate the level of effort you went to making sure my character wasn't going to be fucking stuck in the airplane.
Thank you.
Also, honorable mention for Emily giving Rhodes the crit that saved me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect. All right. Well, the votes have it, and Wake, you get a point of inspiration.
Yay! I have one.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I use them so fast.
We used a lot in this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you did, and you did well. And with
fight.
that, to whoever watches these videos,
And we level up.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? Why? Just why? We love you, and have a good night.